Hey, everybody. How's everybody been? Welcome on back. I'm getting it ready. I'm scrubbing up, brushing my teeth, getting me some damn coffee, because everybody needs some coffee. Eat you a good breakfast, because this thing's about to hit. Is this thing on?
Does it really have to be?
I can't hear you.
I mean, only if you want to talk to me.
Okay.
You can't hear me? Do you have an ear infection?
Mm.
No, I'm fine.
And the stream goes down.
Yeah.
No, Cat. You don't need anything. Go. No. We just had this discussion like right before the stream started. Anyway, how is everybody?
Yeah,
Miss
doing
Jenny?
better.
Mage is doing better. Well, how are you doing better? What was going on, Mage?
Arthritis.
Bad flare day.
Yeah. Well, actually hit me last night after the purple stream, but it's kind of carried over.
No.
It's probably some purple did.
Damn it, Purple with her arthritis spreading pain thing that she
Yeah.
does. Yeah.
She's got that magic crooked wand.
She always just wishes bad on everybody. You know,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
who she is.
So self-absorbed.
Never in a million years. Oh, man. We do have some pretty amazing people in this community, I gotta say. So,
I'm not
Mark
happy.
said he's good.
I'm not
Go ahead,
happy.
Jenny.
It's going to be
Why?
cloudy tomorrow.
It could change.
Not likely.
Thank you, Crystal. Yeah, I'm not too bad. Work's going okay. A little frustrating here and there because there's so many little details and buttons you have to click. It's a pain in the butt, but I got my first paycheck, so that's good.
Yeah, good.
Yeah. Waited 3 weeks for that and 2 weeks of being out of work. So, yeah, it's always lovely to have to spend all the money you have in your savings that you've just saved up because you lost your job again. It's my cycle. It's what I do. Hello, Marty. Mark said, "Good day, Jenny. Good day."
I'm already. I'm in the middle of let's see if I can say this word right. I almost never can. Autolaryngeal crisis. I can't stop sneezing and coughing, and my nose is dripping gallons an hour.
Aww.
Oh, that sucks.
So you're going through that pollen thing that everybody's going through right now.
No, I go through this 24/7, 365. You just never know when it's going to pop
Nice.
up. I hate it.
Send it to my
Hate it.
Twitter, Kyle. I can't get into Facebook through my computer because my password isn't saved. I think I changed it or something. I don't know. I updated. Now he wanted me to show you guys a picture. He's playing with his new telescope. It's space pictures. Hi, Porpoise.
Hello. Good.
How sinister are you today?
Good afternoon, everyone. I am the Sinister Porpoise. When you think of Sinister Porpoises, think of the Sinister Porpoise. That's probably for the best part. Yeah. After all.
How would I know when I'm looking at a sinister porpoise?
That's just it. You won't.
Oh. Unless they hop up on the dock with you and try and start, doing the nasty with you.
That could be a problem.
They do that,
Sometimes. Sometimes they do. Sometimes they don't. It's like M&Ms.
There's this video that circulates out there of this woman who's literally sitting on a thing of some sort, and the porpoise jumps up and tries to start humping her. And she's just laughing and laughing and laughing. She doesn't really, honey, this thing is for real. It really wants to do this. That is not fun.
I do not need
Well,
to
maybe it was fun for her.
Well, maybe.
I have heard plenty of these stories and do not need to hear more.
I
What
think
stories?
that's a completely different family of porpoises. It has nothing to do with you.
Oh, okay.
Yes, dolphins are the rapist of this. Oops.
These are the great porpoises. You're the pink porpoise.
And I don't need
I'm
to
trying
remember
to get
what-
it up, Kyle.
That was an unfortunate phrase, given the previous conversation.
Oh man, come on now. I don't know where any of this shit is in here.
Come on, now we need to wait at least 15 minutes for the YouTube bots and stuff. You have to stop looking.
I'm just trying to figure out where my damn. Here we go. I think I found it. Yeah, here we go. Okay, let me try that. Sorry, I'm boring you guys with this.
Well, that's okay. I could talk about things that are even more boring if it'll help.
If it's not this, it'll be something else. Don't worry.
You know, people are like, "Oh, Twitter's a cesspool." I'm like, I wouldn't know because I just use the DMs. I don't go on the feed, and once in a while, I'll see something interesting when I open my app and I go to message somebody or send out links or something, and I'll go, "Oh, you know what's up there?" But in general, just no, I just don't. So that's a fact. Okay, I just gave up, Kyle. Tell some shitty jokes in the meantime. All I need is a topic. What do you want to talk about? Come on, Aaron. You got all kinds of shit in your head. Why did the redneck cross the road? To save the chicken from the harvester?
It turns out they didn't really cross the road. They just lied about it.
His dick was stuck in the chicken. That makes more sense. His dick was stuck in the chicken. I go to Twitter to find crazies, but it's hard to find a YEC to argue with that it isn't a straight bigot. Twitter is where bigotry hides out at. Yeah, well, it's everywhere, unfortunately. It's all over TikTok. It's everywhere.
I think it's given up hiding anymore.
Well,
That's what happened to Trump. That's
They
what
don't
Trump
have to hide.
powered with them.
They don't have to hide on Twitter because of the muskrat. In the past, people could report them and they would go away. Now Twitter is just if you say the word cis, it's hiding your post.
Yeah.
God love
Elon is really a sick little boy, isn't he?
Elon is a sad
They're a bunch of
little man.
fucking children with power. So that's why they act like that.
What's the Toy Story line? You are a sad, strange little man.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, Kyle, I'm
Somebody,
looking forward to seeing that picture.
Seth Meyers had a picture of Donald Trump, and they said he got his hair redone, and it was like a full woman's head of hair, and it was blown over to one side. And it was dark brown. It was really funny. I've got the Eagle Nebula as one of my StreamYard backgrounds. Yeah, so Kyle just upgraded his telescope. So he takes pictures with an electronic telescope. And they come out pretty fucking cool, but
Well, I wish I had that kind of
I can't get in. I think it's because I changed my phone number though.
I just want a peanut. I mean, I mean, if I had a P900, I could get semi-decent pictures of Saturn. But unfortunately, I think that would attract flat earthers.
The hell just happened?
Well, if you buy a P900 or a P1000, you're put on this list that is circulated to all flat earthers, so they know who you are.
Besides, I think I can get a scope from my current camera that will work just as well. It's just that those scopes are generally expensive.
What, for sun?
Just anything beyond like the standard cheap package.
Oh no, you can go buy a solar filter sheet, a film, and you can buy like an 8x8 or 10x10 sheet and cut your filter size out of it.
Take a picture of Saturn.
Oh, Saturn.
There you go. Check that out.
Well, that's different than the sun.
According to this, it says Russian Instagram bot imagines Elon Musk's life as a woman.
Are you serious?
That's what it says on. So apparently, this is some kind of AI generated thing of a Russian AI bot generating Elon Musk as a woman.
That sounds fair to me.
Ridiculous. Oh yeah. He has one where he went, because he failed. Yes, that's how he ended the sentence. He went to, I think it was Venezuela, and he was like, like that. He's a fucking idiot.
Both Trump and Biden are in their 70s, so we do have to worry about things like dementia and the start of them.
Oh no, we know he has dementia. His dementia is worse than Biden it could ever be. Biden's body is failing him. Trump's mind is failing him faster than his body.
In order for Trump's mind to fail him, it would have to have ever succeeded him.
Yeah,
well,
true.
I'm not saying he was intelligent. I'm just saying the brain he has is failing him.
Kyle, I didn't get the DM. That's all right. We can worry about it later.
I don't know what to do about it.
If you guys out there have a basic interest and curiosity in what astronomy and having a telescope is like, for decades and decades and decades, there's been this basic telescope formula that's very similar to Galileo that has been built. Sears has handled it, Kmart's handled it. It always has a different brand name, but they're always the same. They're about a 3-inch, 3.5-inch refractor telescope. They come with a crappy little tripod, but the optics are good enough that you can see. You can certainly see Saturn's rings and Jupiter's moons and of course our moon and things like that. A lot of them come with a solar filter, and so you can take a look and see some good black the sunspots and things like that. And they're typically, even today, are only costing around $100.
Yeah.
And you can find them even cheaper on eBay because everybody says, "Oh, I don't like doing this, so I'm going to sell it now." And buy for half the price. So,
Unfortunately,
if you want to put your toe in the water, that's a good way to do it.
Unfortunately, I have too much light pollution around here to really do much with a telescope.
You'd be surprised. When I got mine, I was in the city.
I have a Newtonian reflector, which I need to take out sometime, but usually for just wanting to see stuff, my binoculars are good enough. Unless I want to see Saturn's rings or something like that. But you can pick up the nebula, the ISS, and various other things with them.
Huh.
I think there are 2 nebula in Orion you can view with binoculars that you can't see with the naked eye. I think there's one in the Big Dipper as well.
You can use the C-Star S50 in Portal 9 skies, which is the highest light pollution on the chart. Wow. Mine is a Celtic Bird 80 by 600, and I have some gadgets and damage. That's cool. Maya, hi, beautiful. Believe my parents had a telescope when I was a kid. We played with it for a little bit, but I think when Mom kicked Dad out, he took it with him.
Well, I got mine for Christmas in 6th grade, and it flipped the switch, and I became a science junkie. So if you got
Really?
kids, it's not a bad idea to get them one. It really is fascinating stuff.
That's why you don't see telescopes and stuff in religious people's houses. They're afraid their kid's going to learn science and leave the faith.
Well, if they're smart.
Speed. Somewhere out on that horizon, out beyond the neon lights.
Yeah,
Porpoise, do you have a motorized tripod?
Find out you like
No.
it, then you go out and spend the $5,000 on a 10-inch Meade scope or something like that.
Yeah, it's true.
No.
I mean, science can be an expensive hobby, but it definitely makes kids think.
Well, those are also lifelong instruments. You know, they're not going to wear out.
Oh yeah, no, exactly.
I bought it from, I hate to say it, but Hobby Lobby. Because it's the only place in town you can get stuff like that without having to travel. Unless Sam's Club has a Sailors. Sometimes you go to the Sam's Club, but I missed that year. We really need a Michaels here.
Michaels doesn't sell telescopes.
Hobby Lobby does.
I don't know. Do they though?
No, I've been a Michaels customer for years.
Oh, okay.
But you get some
What's the
really
other
nice
place?
embroidery floss and jewelry parts and things like that.
Oh yeah. Oh, Michaels has a lot of stuff. Conservatives generally avoid anything that indicates the universe doesn't revolve around them. Very observant of you. Very observant of you. Or their God, which really is just an extension of themselves. And they think.
Where was I?
I've never used a motorized tripod before, I do have to say.
I mean,
but I've never done any sky photography, so.
Well, if you just want to do photography and just don't want to spend time looking at the sky, you can get like a $400 automatic star finding telescope off of Newegg.
You can also just get a star follower for your camera, which does nothing more than sit on a patio table or something and move your camera. You don't need a telescope because if you got long enough lenses on your camera, it's equivalent to some of the lower power telescopes.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to have the bigger lenses for that. Those fuckers are expensive, man.
Yeah, lenses are. Well, you can get
$3,500 for a really nice zoom / telephoto, and that's the cheaper one.
My telephoto cost me $2,000.
$2,000? How long ago?
Oh, fuck! Late 90s, early 2000s. I forget.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I've looked for like a decent wildlife scope for my current camera because the Coolpix B600 had a much better scope for that. Despite it being just the same sensor as the Nikon P900. But then again, I'm not interested in being a professional photographer. I don't need.
Yeah, I bought mine. I was into photography for a lot of years, and I bought my camera, and I've used it all over the road while I was driving all those years and everything. And I got out of the truck, and I don't know, I just haven't really taken any pictures since. ADD, I guess. Got bored with it. One of the few things I ever enjoyed, and I got bored with it. So, well, such is life. Oh, I need to stretch my legs out. What's that?
Sounds like an autistic special interest.
Yeah, it is.
Does.
That's like right now my thing is Skyrim, and then I'll get sick of doing it. I'll be bored with it, and I'll try to find something else to do. I have
can't
like
wait.
art supplies, charcoals, pencils with different kinds of gradients to them. So for shading, I've tried all kinds of stuff.
I can't wait for a new Fallout, and not a expansion to Fallout 76. I want a new single-player Fallout.
Yeah.
Ideally by the same studio that did New Vegas. Well, I need to take my... I mean, I was never really deeply into astronomy, but I need to take, like, this telescope and or binoculars out some night.
Hey, Aaron, don't you know that's why I have Mage on here? He's the token cishet dude. Yeah,
That's why we
funny.
keep him in the
'Cause we
corner.
all need- Yeah, that's why you leave him down the bottom corner. Matter of fact, yeah. No, I don't.
We're all in the corner on this.
Yeah, on this stream, we're all in the corner. Just depends on which corner. I'm in the high corner, man. Which corner are you in, man?
Better to be in the corner than in the closet.
Oh my god, I know. I don't want to go back.
I don't
and
know.
do that ever
Sometimes
again.
I wonder.
Well, that'll
It's like I
depend
was
on-
telling. Go ahead.
I'll say it'll depend on who wins the next election now, won't it?
Yeah. I was telling Joe and Azo, I was like, yeah, people say, oh, you guys want everybody to be trans. I'm like, no, I don't. It's a horrible decision. People hate you. They pick on you. You lose friends. People degrade you. You got to watch out when you go out in public because you're afraid someone's going to figure it out and like beat you up or shoot you or something because there's fucking Trump maggots out there everywhere. And no, I don't suggest anybody be trans. Like, really, don't do it unless you really, really are in the wrong body. Don't. It's not something to play with.
Especially in this environment.
There's no cool club. Nobody got a juicer. There's no card.
Don't even
Hey,
get
your
cookies.
trans card?
I got a microwave.
I got
All right, you don't get the
not from the trans club.
No, that was
Yeah.
lesbian.
There's
club.
no agenda. Huh?
I mean,
That was the lesbian club.
Oh,
Well, I did my
not the
good
same
deed.
as the trans club. Still, Jenny.
Well, I did my good deed for the week, so now I need to do something evil to make up and balance the forces of good and evil in the world. So I was thinking maybe
Okay.
I'll make chocolate chip cookies, but I'll throw raisins in them.
no.
Make,
I don't
make
see what's
oatmeal
wrong with
cookies
that.
don't belong there.
Oatmeal raisin
Yeah,
cookies
throw
are
some
why I have
oatmeal
trust
in.
issues.
I didn't say oatmeal.
Just
raisin
do oatmeal
cookies.
raisin and throw chocolate chip in it instead. Either way, it's going to be fine.
I didn't
Have you
say
never had
oatmeal-
chocolate with raisins? It's delicious.
I didn't say oatmeal
Ugh.
raisin. I said I was going to make chocolate chip cookies and put raisins in along with chocolate chips, so you don't know if you're getting a chocolate chip or a raisin.
No, Tubi, and I didn't even get the gravy boat. Who got the gravy boat?
I'm pretty sure that's evil enough
Crazy
to balance the universe out.
Who
so.
wants to boat around in gravy? Come on.
Yeah, that's it, Jenny. A big, huge boat that's made just for gravy. Does that mean instead of a regular motor, you got paddles in the back? Keep it stirred up. You just
Well,
drive around.
I'm not certain, but they have to be built pretty much like a Coast Guard ice cutter, because when that gravy skims over, it can be hard to get through.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's why it's more of a paddle and up out of it partially, so it stirs it up as you're driving around, so you don't get stuck.
Yeah, those ice cutters are impressive ships.
Yeah, they are.
Damn, I got extreme fast, Joe. He said just teabag the batter and get it over with.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh my god,
That's a Kentucky thing,
you're
right?
ridiculous.
No, so propels as a mixer.
That's part of the
Say again?
close relative exchange program.
Instead of propellers, it has a mixer. You know those electric mixers?
Yeah, well, that's what I was saying.
Hmm.
But the paddle shaped ones. So it'll propel and stir it up at the same time, not just propel the boat.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
That's what I was saying. Mixmaster paddles. Or just spank everybody. I don't know. Whatever you want to do.
yeah.
Spank me, spank me.
There.
You can have mine if she wants it so much.
I've got a mixer too, Mage, but that's private. Trying to sneeze.
So not to change the topic,
At the
but
same
how's Molly
time, it
doing?
wasn't working. Huh?
How's Molly doing?
Oh, she's doing good.
Molly's great. We were talking about Molly. Molly's hanging out right by Mage's foot, apparently.
Yeah, I mean, dogs and cats.
Or
will
was
do that.
earlier.
Yeah, she was earlier. I think she went off to sleep on the couch.
Fuck off,
Another
you
thing both
domesticated
dogs and
person
cats
that
will
I
do.
don't, and you know things about mixed masters I don't.
Yeah, it was a little concerning there. Friday, she got a hold of a packet of Swiss Miss cocoa mix and ate it.
Package and all.
Package and all, yeah.
Dogs do that.
Oh
My
yeah, I
cat
was
would
gonna tell
probably
you-
do
I
that
was
if I left the cheese out.
I was going to tell you about my story when my German Shepherd ate my bottle of Valium.
Oh yeah, tell us that.
That was fun. I don't remember what I had the Valium for, some kind of muscular issue. And, it was a full bottle. I'd only gotten it the day before. And she decided to go after the bottle and crunched it open and ate almost all of the Valium that was in it. They have a count on the label, so you can count and find out how many she ate.
Yeah.
And she got off on them. And I sent her outside because I figured I'm going to have to, feed her some Ipecac and have her puke and see what comes up. But so she goes outside and she starts running around. She's confused and stuff. Of course, a dog doesn't know what it is to get high and stuff. But Valium, of course, makes you very unstable and things. And so she's running around while I'm trying to catch her. And stumbling. She looks like a drunk. It was really kind of funny. And she gets to the point where her front legs collapse. And so imagine a dog, with their face on the underside of their chin and face on the ground and their legs back all the way towards their rear.
Yeah.
And then they're running along the ground, pushing themselves with their rear.
Did you guys like pump her stomach, get it out of her system? What happened?
Well, I called
puke it
the
up?
vet and I told them how much I thought she took and stuff like that. And the vet says, she's just, keep her awake. But she's going to be just fine. We use that as a med for dogs for tranquilization and stuff. So it's not an unknown thing. And
Oh,
she'll be all
good.
right.
Okay.
Oh, good.
So she
But,
just gave herself
God, it
dog
was so funny
tranquilizers.
watching her do running that way.
Yeah, with Molly, she ended up throwing up a few hours later. Most of it up a few hours later. And then I checked out, and the toxicity for the dogs is about 1.5 ounces per 10 pounds of dogs. Molly's about 27 pounds right now, so a 1 ounce packet of, even if it was pure cocoa, wouldn't have done too much.
With that ratio of dosage, I was aware of it before because I had dogs and I had to check myself.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, if I'm having something chocolate, I might give my dog, maybe something a 1/4 inch square, just so she can taste it and that. And
Mhm.
people just freak out. Oh, you can't do that. Oh, that's toxic. Oh, that's abuse. Honey,
Well, you shouldn't, but
go read a science book, okay? And come back to me and tell me how horrible I am.
Yeah, I suspect the reason why she threw up was more due to the package than the actual cocoa.
Oh yeah, it wasn't the cocoa. She was throwing out the package. Absolutely, I agree.
Mark, I kept her
Uh-huh.
awake for about 4, 5, 6 hours because I know the half-life of Valium is around that, and she would be definitely getting it out of her system by then, and then I just let her go to sleep, and she was fine the next day.
Yeah.
Although I wasn't going to be moving her at all once she went out. She was
No, not a full-size German Shepherd. No.
Yeah, she was a 110-pound dog. I'm going to move her nowhere.
No. Nope. Full-size, like, police dog type German Shepherd. No, you don't. They're big. I tell everybody ours was a runt, and they were like, "Oh, how small was she?" And I was like, "Oh, she was only like 70 pounds. That's tiny." She was the runt of the litter. All the rest of them ended up being around 90 pounds. She was like 73, 74.
All the runts of the litter I've ended up with usually end up being really big animals later on in life.
Is that you, Wes? You know, the only reason I haven't blocked that channel is because of you, right? Literally. He slept it off. Yeah, I'm sure he did. Probably felt damn good. Probably the best rest. He probably woke up like, oh my God, I slept good, you know? Yeah, it's funny.
Well, if you're gonna give the cat catnip, essentially weed for kitties.
Mm-hmm.
Someone was telling me they smoked catnip once
Good.
Ooh.
because they
Ooh.
couldn't get a hold of marijuana. No idea if that's true. Don't want to know. Didn't care.
Yeah, you're better to scrape the insides of a banana peel and dry that out and smoke it.
Come on, dude.
It'll get you sick as a dog, but you know.
Cost me $80. That was $80 worth of weed. God damn it, dude. You owe me. Your dog ate my weed, bro. It's true. That's not okay. You guys shouldn't eat other people's weed. They're not really interested in my weed, though, amazingly. Well, I pull out the catnip, though, and they are all over that shit. And then they get crazy for like an hour. Then they lay down, like, sleep on their backs. Bellies all sticking out. A bunch of drunks.
No, that means they trust you, though.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. They lay in my lap like that with their belly sticking out. Rub my belly, Daddy. It feels good. I finally got him to let me, because I always wanted to rub his belly because his fur on his belly is like super soft. Hers is even softer, but they're both like really soft kitties. So, you know, with my shit, I like touching soft things, right? So I was always trying to get him to let me rub his belly, and then he finally let me do it, and now he loves it. So now he comes and flops in my lap like he just did and sticks his belly out like, rub it, you know? He really likes it, and so does she.
The Russian roulette with a cat.
And not these two. They love it when I do it. He comes back. See, he just kind of flips backwards. If I didn't grab him, he'd just fly on the floor. Yeah, he totally trusts me. I did it once as a teenager. Catnip. Turn off catnip made my mouth real greasy. Oh, you tried to eat catnip? Like
Smoke
to
it,
get a buzz?
maybe? I don't know. Well, the story
I did try to eat catnip, and it was kind of yucky and stuff. But you know, ever since then, I really had this urge for Purina.
We ate Purina growing up.
The story he was telling was that he tested high for marijuana because catnip and marijuana
have similar effects.
Yeah. Is it true? I don't know.
I don't think so.
According to Healthline, it is.
Really?
The older report is that catnip was once used in place of cannabis or as in filler and weeds, and it produces similar effects like making you feel happy and slightly buzz for a while. Well, people were even buying catnip infused these cat toys to get their hands on the herb.
Ew. I don't think I would try that for nothing.
Well, I wasn't sure he was telling the truth, though, either. That was the point I was trying to make. I mean, you know, it's like there are certain things I pick up that I just don't remember, where I can vaguely remember where I got them from that turn out to be true. But that one I remembered and never thought it was true. It's
well, like, Wes, you were the level-headed person on that side, so I don't have a problem with you. You didn't lie or do anything like that. So yeah, we're cool, man. We always will be.
The site actually does recommend, instead of trying to smoke it, make a tea out of it.
I've heard people make catnip tea. Tried it once and wasn't impressed by the taste.
I
Well,
can't
even if you make like regular cannabis tea, it tastes like shit, but it will fuck you up. Does not taste good. Nah, you're not boring us to death, Speed. Come back when you get it all charged up, buddy. We'll be here for a couple hours. Nah, dude, it doesn't really have anything to do with that. She was just looking for something, man. She was just looking for something. The opportunity presented itself.
Oh,
I make my own edibles. Nice. Do you? I've never tried to do that. I mean, they're so like reasonably priced at the store, at the dispensary. I don't have to worry about it. I know you guys are all in a bunch of places where it's illegal still, but
I'm surrounded by places where it is.
yeah,
So
of course. It's American dream. Live in the wrong place where they won't fucking make cannabis legal.
no, I don't really. Even if it were legal, I still wouldn't use it.
I might, just to
Hi, everybody.
help with controlling arthritis and all that.
Everybody. He's just like,
Sorry.
what are you doing with my paws? Hi, everybody.
I mean, if I have to use it for medical purposes, I might as well get high off it too.
A gallon of THC oil? Fuck. No, but Dave would be high. He said hi, Dave. Never mind. Anyways, that's a lot of fucking oil, bro. Whew. How much does that cost? Uh-oh. What is it, Porpoise?
Okay, I have a friend who is a software engineer, and she was telling me it's like, oh yeah, I did a 15 5-hour shift working at Buggy Pilo and ISS, and I'm like, quit bragging. So then, because I know how much she loves the Towers
Seriously.
of Hanoi, I just posted a meme where it's just like, shows like the Towers of Hanoi game. It's like, everyone, this is a child's game, and then a programmer's with a sad-looking dog. It's like, this is revenge for for the ISS thing, isn't it? I mean, I'm tempted to tell her no. It's like there's a reason why there are reasons why I've declared like December 2nd, International Towers of Hanoi Day.
Can you package some and send it to me, Joe? I could probably get it like that around here somewhere wholesale, and I just don't know it. There's one of the dispensaries here has like after hours underground mushroom thing. So all the local mushroom growers meet at this one place, and you have to pay $5 to get in, and they sell all their mushroom shit. And they do it like every. I should go. I don't remember where the place is though, so I didn't go. They do it like every Sunday from like noon to 4 or something like that. So they only do it once a week, so you have to jump on it. And it's like underground. The cops don't know about a shit. It's pretty cool. But I really want to go there and get some. I want to try microdosing mushrooms instead of using chemical pills. But, I'm afraid to do it. I know how crazy I can get if something's off in my system. I got one of those Coffee Mate creamer pumps full of it. Yeah, I don't care. What percentage is it? Do you know? You grew mushrooms before? I've never tried to grow mushrooms. I played around with weed a couple times, like just like taking a seed and going, that looks like a good seed, and sticking it in a pot. And I have a pretty good rate of them living when I do that. Like I know which seeds are good. by looking at them, and I don't know why. They just looked healthier to me, so I picked those. So there was a few times my ex was like, you need to get your marijuana plant out of my flower plant because I don't want the cops to catch us. Okay, grew. Shit, it grew. I microdosed at Kings Island theme park. It was a blast. Oh, I bet it was. I don't know. When I was younger, I would like do drugs and go out. Now I don't want to. I'd rather just stay home and enjoy the buzz. I don't want to like go do energetic things and wear it off, I guess, or I don't know.
We used to love.
I'd just rather be.
We used to love dropping acid and going out. Nowadays, no way. No, thank you. It's just the world is too goddamn weird to be on acid and facing it. Nope. Nope.
Yeah. Nope. No. All right, you guys behave for 5. I'll be right back.
Hey, I want to test your feelings here, people, out in the chat and here in the panel.
P probably doesn't equal NP.
There's a thing going around Twitter right now where people are just absolutely ripping Sarah Huckabee, which is someone who generally deserves ripping. I agree with that. I find the woman completely distasteful. And anyways, we'll move on. And they're upset at her because they said that, oh well, she's just fucking with the taxpayers again, and because Arkansas is spending money on the eclipse preparation, and people think that's a horrible bad thing, except for people who were in the eclipse last time in 2017, and got caught in the 8-hour traffic jam that lasted from southern Kentucky all the way to Chicago. Yeah, it kind of makes sense to be prepared for this. And if it's only going to be $100,000, stop whining, people. Gee Louise.
Well, the problem is there's also people who really think like somehow the eclipse is going to be. Well, at least people on Twitter seem to think there are people who think this. I somehow doubt it. That the eclipse is going to be the rapture or something weird like that.
Oh, yeah. It's the rapture day, too. And again, I'm watching closely for that because my neighbors have a car I want, and they're Baptist, so.
Yeah, I don't think the rapture is going to happen. Sorry, Jenny, but I don't think a rapture is going to give you a free car tomorrow.
Well, it should be prepared, you know?
Or any day, but... Plus, do you know how to get into their house?
This is in the middle of nowhereville, Minnesota. Nobody locks their houses.
And how can you make sure they don't have their keys on them when they get raptured?
It's easy enough to get into a house.
Yeah,
I meant the car keys.
And I know how to buy an ignition lock and disassemble a steering column and replace it.
Will that work with the modern locks that require an RFID signal? Or
yeah, because usually the key receptacle is just an antenna to read what the key says, not to perform anything on its own of any code matching or anything.
I mean, I really don't like that in general, but
Yeah, it's just have a pet
Sorry,
rescue
guys.
plan for the rapture. You don't want to leave all those animals trapped in houses without other owners.
Good point.
I'm sounding like a smart person who avoids people so I don't get mentally worn out over the weekend because I have to deal with people all week. So I need my break.
so do I.
That's the truth.
So that would be like the Rapture Reptile Rescue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I did hear you, Jenny, and I laughed. Just so you know, when no one
Well,
else did.
I'm sure we're going to be busy here tomorrow because we're in the path of totality. And someone really missed an opportunity and not got Bonnie Tyler to do with our Town's Eclipse theme.
Fucking Joe, I'm a locksmith too. Why not do everything? That's like me. Like I've rehabbed houses. I've done all kinds of, around the house fixing shit work, renovation and stuff. And I tried to volunteer for Habitat for Humanity on the weekends, and they said they don't need anybody. And I was like, you have no idea what you just watched, what I know. And I was going to volunteer. I was going to give you my time. And you said no. Okay, well, good luck with that.
I mean, I think they would probably have a vacancy now that Jimmy Carter can't do it all the time. Or at all.
Probably. No, they definitely can't. They're both in hospice now, aren't they?
I believe his wife is dead.
Yeah, but they kept her in hospital just because he wanted to be close. Oh, geez.
Oh.
Sorry.
Really? I was trying to go along with it, Jenny, but you just stopped and laughed.
They had long lives.
That is not the same as a locksmith. Locksmiths can actually fix locks too. That is not the same. Mark said, Porpoise, jump on the opportunity and run out of spare room for exorbitant prices, right?
I was thinking
Airbnb'd your spare room for $500 for one day.
Actually, if I actually owned the parking lot, the 2 parking lots next door, I would rope them off and charge $50
to park
Kentucky,
there.
Fuck yeah. Kentucky, isn't it amazing how easy some locks are to pick? Like you got these master locks, the ones that are laminated metal and they look real tough and all this kind of stuff. You could take a piece of a beer can and you wrap it around the pivot arm of the loop and feed it down. You can unlatch it and go click.
One of the
Really?
most surprising things about hacking that most people don't know is how easy it is. I wouldn't see why locksmithing would be any different.
I've had to get in places before, like offices and stuff, somewhere I was painting, someone didn't leave the door unlocked, used my fucking credit card. Pop. There, it's unlocked now.
Well, before they went to double-sided keys and RF and all that kind of stuff, I used to be able to pick many different car door locks. It was not a big deal at all.
I'm not going to tell you guys how many times I've downloaded Kelly Linux.
You know what else is fun, you guys? If you get a blood pressure cuff, you ready for this? Get a blood pressure cuff, and any door that has a little slot in it, if you can get that blood pressure cuff in there, use something skinny to push it in with whatever, pump it up, and it will open almost anything. You can break into people's cars for them. You can fucking pop people's locks at their houses because you can make the wood bend because everybody always has just 2x4s and you can bend the fucking wood with one of those and just open the fucking door. So in case of an emergency, if you need to get somebody out of a vehicle, you pull the fucking top back with a screwdriver, stick a blood pressure cuff in it and pump it up. And then you can just reach right down in there with whatever and hit the unlock button.
There's
actually the people that let people into their cars have a device that is a lot like a blood pressure cuff, just a little smaller.
Most mechanics own, shouldn't say most, lots and lots of mechanics own it. It's just a little bag. It's about 6x6 and it's a air bladder and it connects up to the same little kind of pump thing as you have on a sphygmometer. And you just stick it in somewhere and push it and it bends whatever you're. Well, it moves away. You shouldn't say it bends. There's no way an air bladder is going to bend a car door window frame. You're talking about steel. But it'll move it away enough that you can get a coat hanger in and unlock the door.
Yeah, expands the space it's in. Yeah, I actually saw a guy in a parking lot trying to get into his old beat up pickup truck. He had one of those old Chevys that had the the slide up and down locks. Jenny, I know you know.
Yeah.
The trucks. Yeah. So he couldn't get in it, and I went into Dollar Tree and came back out, and he was still there fighting. I'd been in there like 35, 40 minutes. I was like, this poor guy. So I was like, dude, I don't know if I can help you, but can I help you? You know, and he's like, well, I'm trying to blah, 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 and blah, 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 and all this shit. And I was like, okay, hold on. Let me think for a minute. And I said, all right, give me, because he had like a piece of rubber. And I was like, give me the piece of rubber and your biggest screwdriver. So he gave me those, and I had a piece of wood in the back. It was just a piece of shoe molding, quarter round, just the little 1/2 inch stuff or whatever, 3/4 inch. And I took a nail out of the back, screwed it into the end. So I had a hook, right? I mean, took a drywall screw, screwed it into the end, and I pulled it back, stuck it down in there, caught the little thing, and went, thump. And I'm like, there you go. And he was like, oh my God, I fucking love you. I said, I just keep shit in my truck. You never know where you're going to need it. I said, matter of fact, I think I'll just leave the screw in this piece of shoe molding. And I just tossed it in the truck and left it like still sitting in my truck like that. But yeah, so he was like, oh man, I wish I could pay you. And I said, I tell you what, just if you see somebody struggling on the side of the road and you know they're not going to rob you or something, stop and help them. He was like, I got you, man. I will. So
Pay
he
it forward.
was a nice guy. Yeah. I always tell people to pay it forward. Help somebody else. Look up Lishy picks. Anyone can pick almost any lock in minutes. Jesus Christ.
There's all
me feel
kinds of
warm and squishy.
lessons on eBay, or YouTube, about how to pick this type of lock and that type of lock, and right down to brands and models. So if you ever want to know.
Well, I actually have a lock I need to pick, but I was just going to get bolt cutters because it just is not a lock I particularly care about.
Yeah, and the cool thing about it is doors are so tough that when you release that or open the door, it just goes right back to where it was supposed to be. It doesn't hurt anything. You're not going to bend, like Jenny's saying, you're not going to bend that steel. You're just creating an opening, a bigger opening. And all you need is about an inch, maybe, depending on what kind of locks you have. So I swore if I ever locked myself out of my vehicle, I'm never calling anybody again. I already got tricks. I know what to do. And I got a blood pressure cuff in here, so I'm never paying fucking $250 for somebody to let me back in my vehicle again. Did that years ago.
I tend to buy
Shitty night.
Used junkyard windows from whatever car I own and just keep them at home in storage. Because if I ever lock my keys in my car, I know that a brick opens it instantly.
or a nail placed right in the corner with a big hammer. Just have to know where to hit it, and it ain't in the dead center. It's too flexible. You're never gonna break that fucking thing, man. There's this video. Something happened. A lady passed out at the wheel or had a heart attack or something at the wheel of a car, and her foot slipped off the gas, but her car was still going. So all these people run and they're holding the car because there's no way to really stop the car. They don't have anything to block it with, and they don't want to hit anybody, right? So all these people are holding the car, and this guy takes a brick and throws it at the window 3 times, and he's hitting the dead center. I'm like, dude, that's never gonna fucking work. It's a car window. So finally he throws it like, I think he got something else, that he hit that corner and it shattered it. And I was like, now that's where you want to hit it at. But I don't think he meant to. I think he hit that corner by accident.
The best, cheapest tool that you can get to break a car window is a automatic center punch that you can buy them for, I've seen them from $6 to $20, and you just place it on the edge of on the glass and push it. It goes click, and it's gone. The window disappears.
Yep. It's actually pretty cool to watch. When I was in EMT school, we got to bust open windows and open a car with the jaws of life and rescue people. And they were our classmates, of course. But they take old cars that were in wrecks, and people give them old beat up cars to train people with. So we got to smash the windows. We got to cut the top off. We made it a convertible. We got to cut the fucking door open, or pry it open with the jaws of life and then cut it off. And the guys were, there was these two guys that were going for firemen, and the guy's like 6'3" and he ended up being a douchebag. But anyways, his name was Mike, and he thought he was this big. Him and his buddy were both a couple rednecks, hat tilted back, got the chaw in the mouth, and they just thought they were badass, and they couldn't cut through the fucking B frame. And I was like, dude, let me show you how to do that. And he was like, huh? And I said, that's not how you use a Sawzall. So I took it from his hands because I grew up, doing construction stuff, and my ex was a fucking framer, and we built stuff. So I grabbed it out of his hands, and my little 5'6" ass just cut right through. I was like, there you go, buddy. And the instructor was a 5'2" woman, and she high-fived me. She's like, see, sometimes size doesn't matter. And I was like, damn. And they just both looked at us, and she was like, oh, like I didn't mean it like that.
Well, there's a little something for you
but it was funny. Yes, that's all you need right there.
This one's actually probably a little more advanced than what you usually find too. So it's got a little flashlight in the bottom.
Yeah, those were great, especially if they have a built-in seatbelt cutter. Because sometimes when you're in an accident, you get shifted around so badly in the car, you are yanking on the seatbelt so hard it jams the latch, and you can't undo it.
Yep, that one has a seatbelt cutter on it too.
Like when
we all know how they get stuck. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a seatbelt cover in the back of it.
Yep.
And then be sure to put it somewhere in the car where you can reach it when you're not able to get out of the seat.
See, I figured it this
glove
way.
box in the dark in the back.
I have so many tools that can double for this in my back seat. If I ever roll over, I'll just be able to grab something, smash a window. It'll be fine.
Yeah,
I have knives. I have utility knives. I have carpet knives. I have all kinds of shit in my truck.
The trick is,
I hope it doesn't kill me when I roll.
The trick is having a very pointed end that you strike the glass with.
Yeah, and that was less than $20 too. So
no, we just cut the posts. We cut the main frames, the main posts with Sawzalls. That's how we did. But this was 14 years ago. So
yeah, that's a tool you want to get and not ever have to use.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. I've got a carpet knife. Of course you do. Dude, I have so much shit. Because I'll collect things or I'll be working on a special project and I want to do something. The tools I have just aren't doing it. So I'll go look in other tool sections like carpet cutting section or masonry or whatever it is that I don't normally go. And I'll go, hey, you know what? That tool, it'll work for this. And I'll grab something and I use it for something totally different, So of course you were, Joe. Joe's done a lot of shit. Anyways, so so yeah, I don't know. I'm a love tools. If you send me into Home Depot and you gave me a credit card and said it had no limit, I'd be there for days. I just shit in the middle of the aisle because I'd be spending so much money they wouldn't say anything to me.
Well, if I ever did that, it wouldn't be my credit card.
Oh no, I could never do it with my credit card.
Elon Musk's
true,
credit
bro.
card?
Boy, I'm really bummed that it's going to get cloudy here tomorrow. I mean, we're in an 80% zone, and so it's going to get darker. That's for sure. And it'll be very weird for that to happen with the clouds.
Yeah,
I was looking forward to photographing a partial.
I remember Vice Rhino saying he was looking forward to it and he's going to be stuck with the cloudy day too.
Well, we're in 100% zone, but it's partly cloudy and still. Planning, maybe depending on how clouds are, planning on traveling.
I was going to come down to Terre Haute, but I can't afford it. Just can't.
Well, I am trying not to mention the city name.
Well, that's a great viewing spot.
Stephen,
people are going to, just like you.
Stephen Colbert was talking about how everybody's is gonna flock to Niagara Falls. And he said, yeah, that's a great idea. Get all those people around the falls, and then it turns pitch black out and nobody can see. He's like, I'm just going to step over this railing to get a better shot.
Except it doesn't get pitch dark.
I know. He's just making jokes, but it's funny. It's okay, man. You're talking to us. It's all good. I sent Azo a link and told him to send it to you, but I know you usually don't come up. Yeah, clouds are party poopers. I know.
Hey, I mean,
Wouldn't that be wonderful if tomorrow the entire path is cloudy?
what I think would be fun for the certain type of person, and this can stay farther south, is where they go chase tornadoes early in the day and then they go see the eclipse. Because there are severe weather alerts to the south.
You know, it could conceivably happen with the kind of weather patterns we've been having lately, that it'd be cloudy all the way from Texas to Maine.
Yeah.
That would piss a bunch of people off. Can you imagine 10 million really mad, angry people trying to get back from the eclipse that didn't happen all at once?
Damn it. All right, here you go, Joe. Hold on.
Looks like we might have some more thunderstorms here tonight, though, too.
That's my Discord name thingy. I think that's all you need.
Okay, yeah.
Fucking know.
Gusty winds and small hail are possible. No big deal.
Okay. Oh, we already had the gusty winds. Let me tell you what. We had like 55 mile per hour gusts 2 days in a row. And one day I came home from work and a couple legs of my canopy were pushed in like this. So I rectified that, but the canvas had already gotten holes in it. It shook it and everything so much while I was at work, it wore through my fucking canvas or my tarp, more like a tarp. Yeah, probably. Because I said all I said was I don't have Joe on here, question mark, and I thought he would send me your info. Our forecast says clearing and sunny right in time for the eclipse and 70 degrees. Fingers crossed. Nice, Dave. Sounds perfect. I don't know. I'll be at work all day and doesn't much matter to me. It's funny. A bunch of people in New Mexico were like, oh, I went and bought this. And other people were like, you know, we're not in the path of totality, right? And they're like,
well,
no,
you know,
we're not.
It's just so fucking stupid that Biden would have scheduled the eclipse for April. You know, you wait for August when it's most likely to be clear for everybody.
How dare he?
Yeah, what's wrong with him?
Yeah,
and
exactly.
then celebrating Trans Day of Visibility on Easter because it happened overlap. Oh my God.
And not only are they doing it in April, but they're doing it on the Rapture Day.
Please have the rapture happen.
I know. I would love for all those Christians to just. And by the way, you guys, you don't have to worry about finding keys because according to the Christians, they're going to disappear and their clothes and all their material belongings are going to be left behind. So all you have to do is find where their clothes are and you have keys. So you're welcome.
I thought nudity was not approved of.
Oh, no. They'll be wrapped in white robes and look like fucking Caesar when they get there. They'll be fine.
I just sent you a picture there, Beck. I think it would be wonderful to share with everybody.
I'm on it, ma'am. Twitter loves me. It's the other apps I have issues with. Fucking Discord. Yes, I did this one time. And if you look back on my face, I bet you I could go back on my Facebook and find it. Hold on. Yes, this is and I think I titled it. I don't know, but I had sent it to somebody at some point before
Just
I put it online. It. And I'm working on it.
Oh no, not that one. That's not mine.
I gotta click buttons.
There we go. We did do that once in college. We were all in one guy's dorm room and we were tripping our butts off. And he went to go to, out the door to the communal bathroom. And so we all instantly got the idea at the same moment and took off all our clothes, arranged them like that, and then dashed off to the next dorm room. Don't wait. And he came in and he just kind of like looked for and was quiet for a second. Then he started screaming, "Where did everybody go?" Oh, it was so much fun.
Oh my
Yay, the
god,
70s.
that's insane. Is that all you want me to show?
Yeah, I just wanted everybody to share that, the rapture.
Well, speaking of rapture,
full of
where'd Porpoise go? Her camera went off. She's been raptured. Anyway, so yeah, I did that. I took a picture on my friend's front porch, laid my clothes out. I had just gotten it out of the washing machine, and I thought it'd be funny, so I took a shower, put on my clean clothes, took my clothes I had thrown on the floor. They were all dirty and shit from work. I threw them over a chair and made some smart ass comment.
Yeah, and I couldn't even get my friend when she was teaching physics at a local community college for like Halloween to dress up as Gandalf, come into the door and shout, "You shall not pass." I would not do. Why do? Actually, I kind of get doing that to a roommate in college. Seems like the sort of thing college people would do.
Hold on. Fucking Ollie. Hold on. I'm trying to send Joe this fucking link. There you go, Joe. I didn't have to pay shit. Hold on, let me bring Twitter back up. I sent Ollie a link just randomly. He said, "Sorry, I'm not going to make it." But instead, he said, "But you can talk about this missing scene from King Kong if you want."
Missing scene from King Kong.
I will be right back.
Yep, that's what he said. Yep, that's it. Apparently, King Kong was not cut. Oh, why I'm getting so fuzzy there. Jesus can walk on water. Babies are 72% water. I can walk on babies. Therefore, I am 72% Jesus. Holy music stops.
I don't think that's the way any of that can work.
I don't think any of it works like that either.
And why do we have Sir Six picture there?
I don't know. I just don't know. Hello, Von Rick. So Jenny is leading us in the rapture. Cool. Could not have had could not have a better leader for that. Yeah, it's true. She would be the best rapture leader for sure. I don't know. I DM'd you on Twitter, Joe. Just woke up. Happy Monday from the future. Hey, Gary. Good to see you, buddy. How you doing? Oh, I got two at a time. I brought in an atheist and a pagan. Look how good I am.
Oh, now we just need. You've got a philosophical
Is that
Taoist
right?
too, if it matters. But now
Yeah, hey guys, how's it going?
Now we just need blessed be he.
Yes.
Yeah, I haven't seen.
Yes.
She hasn't been here in a couple weeks. Starting to get upset.
We got 1 week without her so far. I know Marty's feelings going to be hurt.
It's been
Yeah,
two. She wasn't here the week before Easter and then Easter.
Yes, we haven't seen Blessed Be He. Now we just need to say it one more time.
No.
She's not Beetlejuice.
I was literally just gonna say Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice.
I don't think it works the same way.
That new Beetlejuice movie looks fucking dope.
Yeah.
I'm so.
I'll
You haven't seen the
believe you.
commercial for it, the previews for it.
I don't know why we
Well-
need a new Beetlejuice movie, but whatever. Well, I know where they're doing it because the
Here you
music.
I'll give you a reason to stay over here because I'm not an asshole that thinks that people at the age of 52 need to get beaten up when they're having mental and physical health issues.
Oh,
So
Richard
that's a good reason not to hang out with him.
I don't know who this person is.
That's what he did to me. Oh, did you guys know he's 3 inches taller than me and built larger? Yeah, I'm a tiny dude.
Who cares?
No, I'm saying when it comes to throwing people around a room, I could only do so much. Although he did get hurt twice. It's pretty funny. I didn't really get hurt at all.
You just gotta go for the balls, Beck.
Oh, I almost kicked him there, and I felt bad for a second, and I thought, what the fuck am I feeling bad for? Well, why? He is throwing me around a room. Why am I feeling bad right? See, but that's what abusers do. It's that they get in your fucking head, man.
Did you guys ever get on? You guys never got on, did you, when you were kids?
Oh, we were fine. We were fine after I was 12. I came after him with a 2x2, an 8-foot long 2x2, and started hitting him with it. And he finally quit picking on me for a while. And then it started again at 14. And then it paused while I was 15 because Keel was home and Keel was beating me up all the time. And then Keel left and went to the Navy. And then Richard tried it a little again while I was 16. And he kept I remember distinctly kept pushing me down on the floor and saying, stay there. And I kept saying, no, I'm not fucking staying down, bitch. Fuck you. And I kept getting back up, coming after him again. So yeah, it basically went from the time I can remember, which is about 3 or 4 years old, 3, almost maybe end of 3 going into 4-ish area, till I was 16. Yeah.
Damn.
So here I am all fucked up in the head and think I'm a piece of shit and I don't deserve anything and I can't do anything. So I spent my entire life not doing anything because I was convinced I couldn't do anything.
Same.
And at the end of the day, I think I'm smarter than both of them. And that's the kick in the ass about the whole thing.
Sometimes I know most of us have probably had an experience where we walked into a room, and as much as I hate thinking this, I know sometimes I'm the smartest person in that room.
Oh, it happens to me, and I just sigh because I know I'm gonna have to deal with something stupid is about to come out of somebody's mouth, and I have to act like it's normal and fine, and they're not an idiot. No, it's okay. This happened 9 days after my birthday last year. That's when you decided to do this. 9 days after my birthday. I was just coming off some really bad medicine and shit. And anyways, I have not spoke to him since. He has walked by my door several times with me standing here with the door, like my screen door closed, main door open. He's never said a word. He's waiting for me to come to apologize to him. So he can rot in hell. And he can hold his fucking breath and go take a long walk off a short cliff. I officially divorced him and told everybody else in the family I want nothing to do with him. He is not my relative anymore. I divorced the first one. I just got rid of the second abuser. Now I'm free of the abusers in my life. So you guys can do whatever you want. I'm not going to judge you for hanging out with him. That's between you and him. But just know who you're hanging out with is all I'm saying.
He lives by you?
He works for my landlord. He comes here at least once a week.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. So for at first I was scared shitless and I had a fucking baseball bat by the door because I didn't know if he was going to come after me. So I lived like that for a couple weeks. Yeah.
Sucks, dude.
Sorry, I had to jump out and back in.
So he could have a key to my place. I don't know because God knows where those keys went.
Do you think
So,
no, you're okay, Joe.
Are you in the path of totality too, the Kentucky atheist?
92%.
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
Better
not
than
bad.
most.
I wish I had a solar filter for my telescope, though. That's what I want. So I could.
Yeah, but
it.
Von Reck, that was the thing is I couldn't hurt him. He tried to get me to punch him. And I balled up my fist and I looked him in the eye and I saw Mom and I couldn't fucking hit him. And the other part of that was deep down inside me, I still fear him from being a little child. And when he and the other one are around, they make me feel like I'm 5 years old again. And I don't do anything right. Nothing's good enough. Ever. Anyways, enough of that shit. Make people go like fucking drink Kool-Aid or some shit. Marty is a babe, said Spooky.
Yeah, cool. Thank you, Spooky. I get my hair cut on Friday. Thank
So
you,
glad-
God.
So glad we don't have any toxic masculinity in here. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm just glad
Dude,
no
I
one's
just
I don't
got
care
here.
as long as ever the person it's said about doesn't care. I don't give a shit.
Ah. I don't care.
Yeah, I saw
I don't-
you're working for one. That's okay, buddy. Just keep an ear out. Thank you, Gary. I think you're pretty fucking awesome too. Well,
I don't
Gary, I
like-
just realized this a year and a half ago anyways. I didn't know that. And I figured out the other one a year and a half ago, and then I kind of started eyeballing him and thinking about it. And he apologized for not stopping him and stuff. But he never apologized for being part of it because he didn't just not stop him. He helped him. And he did it sometimes without him. So they were both beating me up all the time. So, you know, you can say I'm sorry for something, but if you're not saying sorry for the whole thing, you might as well keep your fucking mouth shut. Don't bother because it's insincere. You know, just don't even bother.
Well, I also don't see.
But
the
no,
point
that's
of-
fine. I still got a sister and two brothers and a sister-in-law that love me and I love them. And I have 23, I think, or 4 nieces and nephews and great nieces and great nephews. I'm not worried about having family. I don't need them. I don't need any of them, to be honest with you. I can live alone just fine.
Family is a weird thing.
Agreed,
My
Gary.
family
No matter
pretty
what
weird.
relationship it is, it's not hard. I say I'm sorry when I fuck up. I
See,
don't
you
know
all
why the
should have
people
just
can't do
been.
it.
You should all just been members of Noah's family, and you'd have gotten along really well, especially after the flood.
Noah is part of my family. My kid's name is Noah.
Oh man, I'm sorry. No, I'm just kidding. It is a cool name though, in general. Like if
Yeah.
you take the biblical out of it, it's a cool name. Yeah.
Yeah, I just like the name. It wasn't because of my obsession with the boat.
It is
The
a messed
boat.
up. It is a messed up story, though.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know,
We
in
talked
the
about
end-
that today, Joe. You guys have to
Yeah.
go back and watch that. Yeah.
Ken Ham planted that damn boat right down the road from me.
In
You're
the end,
by the
well,
Ark Encounter?
Yeah,
How far?
about 45 minutes.
That's not bad.
oh, my kitty must
No.
be fighting.
I'm gonna go to the protest this year, I think.
I want to take a trip too. I'll have to see if I can get my friend Kathy to come down.
With Arn Ra?
I don't know. Is Arn going this year?
Yes, that's what I've heard.
Yeah.
Fucking love Arn Ra.
I'd
What
love to
time?
go. I'd love to go to that thing.
What year?
Yeah.
What year is the protest? Jeez, porpoise.
July 6th.
Oh, I can't get off of work. We get busy for the 4th of July.
Oh, I can guarantee I'll have work off. I'll have work off on the 4th of July.
Oh yeah.
I might,
Yeah, you will.
might be off, but we're going to be busy, so I won't be able to go. But
I
I'll
guarantee you I won't be.
Well, I work with
The
dogs.
boss
at
said
the hotel, so we get busy when people go on vacation.
the boss
Uh-huh.
asked if I wanted the 5th off, and I was like, I don't care, I'll work. And she said it'll be like a half day. And I'm like, okay, I don't give a shit. I don't have anything to do. I'll
I'm a
make some money.
I was going to say I'm a substitute teacher, so yeah, we have that day off
Oh yeah. Guaranteed.
without pay generally. But
I'm gonna try and film a lot of it, so I don't know. Should be fun.
Ember's gonna go live for the eclipse.
Yeah.
I
What time
would.
do you know? She's going live tonight, is she not?
Yes.
Yeah, she always goes live in about
I
shit
think at 8 o'clock. ain't it?
45 minutes.
Yeah.
It's 8
Yeah, the
Eastern, I believe.
eclipse is already over by now.
Is she
Where in
going to be on-
Australia? What?
Let's see. Wait, I live in Georgia, so I don't know if I'll be able to see any of it.
Nope, you're in
Oh,
about a 70% zone.
Oh, lamb.
It'll still be cool.
Lame-o.
You eating a hash brownie there, Marty, or what?
What's left of my chocolate bunny?
Oh. I can't do milk chocolate anymore. It hurts my teeth. There's too much sugar in it. I like dark chocolate.
I gotta be in the mood for dark chocolate. You know what I can't eat anymore that I used to love that fucking bothers me? Candy corns. I like candy corns. I can't eat them anymore because I feel the sugar rotting my teeth out of my face. I can only eat, like,
Uh-huh.
I used to be able to eat them bitches by the handful.
I know. Well, I've had teeth problems since 1998 because I fell and smashed a bunch of my teeth out of my face and shit, and
You can
fucked
eat
up the
candy
other
corn.
ones and caused like little micro fractures and stuff. So it just keeps haunting me.
People
So,
eat candy corn.
I do.
I like candy corn.
I like candy corn. It's just vanilla flavor.
It's disgusting.
I will eat it if it's the only source of sugar in the house.
And I'm high enough, man.
Yeah. I'd rather put sugar
with
on
you, Jenny.
eggs, than candy corn.
Ew. Ugh.
And remember, candy corn is not gluten free.
Yeah, that's one of the things I miss. I miss fucking
Or
eggs.
candy.
I miss eggs.
I love eggs. I'm a big fan of eggs.
Fucking love eggs, man. I ordered a burrito from one of the local places. The girls were ordering, and I had said to one of them, I said, "Man, you guys order food, and you don't even ask me. Like, I eat too." And I started laughing. She started laughing at the same time. She goes, "Oh, I didn't even think about it. I'm sorry." Her and that chick have worked together for 6 years, basically by themselves. So they're just not used to having somebody there. And every time they get somebody in, the person would last like a week and a half, 2 weeks, and then they'd be fired because they couldn't catch on. And so they were like, sorry. So anyway, so we ordered from this this place, and I asked for just potatoes, cheese, beans, and onions, fresh onions. And they put egg on it. And I was like, well, I'm not throwing out a $10 fucking burrito. It's not happening. So I cut it in thirds and ate it over three days, and that egg was so good.
I love eggs. I'm a big fan of eggs.
God.
I have fallen in
Oh.
love with my microwave because I learned the formula for making poached eggs in it. And it's just, I can have a poached egg, a almost perfect poached egg in 2 minutes.
Jenny, you should DM me your address. I'm going to send you a gift. Seriously. I have a gift I want to send you.
Okay, we'll talk about it later.
I hate when I'm playing The Sims and your random neighbors just walk into your house and just start using your shit. Like, they'll just sit down at your TV or sit down at your computer or just go into your refrigerator. It's like, bitch, all I told you was hi. What are you doing going through all my stuff?
Who does that?
In The Sims, when you tell a Sim hi, when you meet.
Oh, yeah, I know that. I know. I play Sims 4 all the time.
That's what I'm playing right now. I'm like, get
No,
the fuck
lock the door.
shit.
Marty, click on the door and lock it for everybody but household members. Then they can't come in until you invite them in.
Oh, really?
Yeah, click while you're not in the build menu in the regular game. Click on your door and it'll say lock 4. Click on lock 4 and then put everybody but household members.
Oh.
And then once you invite them in, once the person walks out and invites them in, then they can walk in and out all they want.
Oh, nice. Cool.
Although I had my sim like fuck this chick and got her pregnant, and she had triplets. So now he has 3 teenage kids now at this point. And so because he's there, because I did it with like 3 different, because I was just being an asshole. It's Sims, who cares,
Yeah.
right?
That's
So I was being an asshole, and I got him to knock up 3 women. Well, only one of them was pregnant by him, and I know this because the kids, when they were born, they just appeared in his friends, and I was like, "Oops, it worked."
I like doing the
So
challenges.
then I thought, "Oh, he should move him in with him." So I expanded the house, moved him in. She wasn't taking care of the kids. I was like, "Fuck that shit." I deleted that part, went back. I didn't save the game.
That's the beauty of The Sims. If you fuck up, you don't have to save it. You go
I
back,
don't save.
oh shit. Just
So
go
I
back
went back, and now I built like a small like party house out back. So now I'm gonna invite them to live there because now there's room for them as teenagers.
I
Nice.
played
It's funny.
I played The Sims, and I decided to give it up because I couldn't even get a date on The Sims. It's-
It's not true, Jenny. Shut up.
yeah, it is.
I never got into that game.
play like the characters. Like right now, I'm playing as Johnny Zest. You know, the guy in Strangerville who wants to be a comic. That's what I'm playing as right now.
Yeah.
But
The guy with the
doing-
blonde hair.
yeah, I like doing the challenges. I'm doing the Not So Berry challenge. If you go on Google and type in Sims challenges, there's a whole
Uh-huh.
list of shit that you can play. Like there's challenges
Yeah.
you don't play in a regular game. They're actually a lot of fun.
Yeah. Oh, so you play all the challenges? I've done the parent predicament twice.
I tried doing a challenge, but I can only make it to like 4 babies, and then like I get like I can't with all the babies. If they're a pain
Yeah,
in the
because
ass.
the people don't take care of them. You have to make them change their diapers and give them baths. And I had 3 babies in the house at once. They were all the same age, and they were just like, meh, meh, and they had 3 different personalities. One was like bitchy and mean, and the other one was whatever. And now one of them's a Muslim. She's like got a hijab and everything. And I was like, well, that's cool.
Do you have the autonomy
like-
on or off? Do you tell them what to do constantly? Because that's what I do.
I
tell
have
them-
it on. I have it on, but they still don't do what they're supposed to do. So you still have to tell them to like do their work and, you know,
Go to
the
the
work tasks and all that. You know, you still have to tell them.
when to go to the bathroom.
Basically they'll just eat, go to the bathroom, and sleep when they absolutely have to. That's all the autonomy does, anyways. Really.
If I was on that game and my kids turned religious, I don't care what religion, I would do my best to make them do things that breaks their religion. Just
They really don't have religion in The Sims. The only Sims that has a religion is The Sims Medieval. And there's 2 different gods. There's like one guy called Pete something. There's another god called like George or something or other. Georgism or there's something like that.
I
But
didn't see that one.
yeah, it's hilarious. The Sims
Well, that's
Medieval.
why I tell everybody, like, if we could make our society like The Sims, it would be okay. Because there isn't religion touted in there. You have to go find it, right? Nobody can talk shit about each other. I hear you. God, everybody hears
Oh, that was
you.
your cat? I thought that was one of our outside cats that wanted.
No, it's mine.
Yeah, I've been playing The Sims since forever. I remember when this
Took you
first
that long ago.
Sims. I was up like literally all night playing The Sims because it was so much fucking fun.
Yeah, I usually play it like casually during the day and stuff because it's you know, you can just kind of like walk away from it for 10 minutes and nobody dies. So I do that.
I
Sometimes.
did that once. If I didn't pause it and I came back, I thought I paused it and I came back and she was literally almost dead.
Oh, that actually did happen to me one time. I went into the bathroom and I was doing like the cat box and feed and water, and then I took a shit and I came out and she had burned her house down. She was dead. And the husband standing over her like weeping, and I was like, "Oh shit! Okay, restart game."
Yeah,
Oh
on The Sims 2, there's a lot more ways to die than The Sims 4. I think The
Oh, wait a
Sims.
minute. Wait, how can you talk about The Sims when Porpoise is turned into a cat?
Oh, I see Kitty. I got my Merlin resting behind on my chair.
Okay, I'm sorry I interrupted. Go ahead.
No. You can kill your Sims in The Sims 2 a lot more evil ways than you can in The Sims 4. It's way harder to kill your Sim in The Sims 4 than it is in the second one.
I'm trying, you guys.
Like you make a pool and you just take the ladder out and they just swim around the pool and die of exhaustion and starvation. But you can't really do this in The Sims 4. It takes a really long time.
Oh my God, Marty!
You never done that before?
Can you have a farm in The Sims
Actually, you can.
with
Yeah.
farm animals?
Yeah. They
You get like a whole bunch of pigs.
no pigs. There's sheep. No,
Oh.
there's llamas, chickens,
You know why they don't let pigs do it?
Cows.
cows.
Because you could kill your Sims partner and feed them to the pigs and they disappear.
I would.
You
See it
can't kill
happen.
people in The Sims, Jenny. Not like that.
I would totally would. There's a challenge called Black Widow Challenge. It's, whatever gender you want to play, and you just marry rich and then kill, and marry rich and then kill, and marry rich and kill until you get X amount of money and X amount of house.
Oh
There's a
my
lot of fun
God.
shit to do in The Sims right
I don't
now.
even think like that. I can't even make myself think like that. Someone else has to suggest it, and I'm like, oh yeah, I could kill somebody off. Oh
Yes,
shit.
easy now.
Yeah,
You
no,
used-
I do like playing Sims sometimes. It's just because it's relaxing and it's not complicated and
you don't have to
nobody's
think
trying to
about
kill
stuff.
you and
Yeah, but could you imagine the programming that went into getting all that?
Yeah.
oh, I know, right? But also this time I decided to do 2 gay guys. So the one gay guy is always jealous, so the other one is a cheat, of course.
Ah, you started
Yeah.
some drama in your household.
He came that way. He came into the picture that way.
Ah, okay.
And
You already had the
they were
jealousy,
like
right?
totally into each other and like actually like talking.
You cut out.
There we go. So I was like, oh, okay, you know, they're really into each other, so we'll hook them up, boyfriend, get married, and all that. And then, yeah, but my other guy, I still had him fuck around because it's The Sims and you can.
Yeah.
I'd never do it in real life.
Jeez. I found a child abuse mod for The Sims 4.
Yes, there's a lot of mods for The Sims 4. There is a lot of mods.
The image
Yeah,
for it,
oh.
the image for it has this lady kneeling down to a toddler holding a gun to its head.
Wow, that was thunder.
There's
That's
also a mod you can
awful.
put in that. There's also a mod you can put into Sims that makes them all naked. Like you can make them naked. Oh,
Yes,
we
it
lost
takes
Joe.
away the blurriness. Also, there's like a sexy time mod where like they can get STDs and like you can actually see the sexual activities that they're doing.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, seriously?
It's called
Because you know,
Wicked.
right now they just go under the blankets and the blankets do this and little hearts come up. So you
Kinda
don't really see
shimmy
anything.
and hearts and fireworks. Yeah, yeah.
Oh my god.
I think it's called Wicked.
I should
Sim.
play with the disgusting fucked up mods because I've played Sims for a while now.
There's some fucked up shit you can do to your Sims.
Really? I mean, I get that the fact that there's a Fallout 3 mod that lets you kill children in the game.
Oh, really?
There is? Oh,
I can't
Yes.
play Fallout
couldn't do it.
in first person. Makes me sick.
Oh, also the other thing I was going to say about the Sims that we should have in real life and it would make our society better. You cannot say anything like romantic, sexual, or anything to a kid in the Sims.
Yeah, that's very true.
It's literally impossible.
Yeah, it's completely impossible
Yep.
unless someone made a mod for it, which is a totally different story.
I
Sure,
wouldn't be
some
surprised
fucking
if there
pervert
was.
has.
Oh yeah, I'll bet.
And they should ban that person from the game forever.
Sometimes I kind
Agreed.
of like sometimes feel like you're in The Sims, like in your everyday life. Like you go to work and then like your Sim gets grumpy at work, and then you get grumpy at work, and you're like, I'm grumpy at work, and oh, I have to pee, and oh, I come home from work now I'm tense. I need to play video games, and that's relaxing. Like you kind of feel like
It
your
is
life
real life. Yeah.
is.
It's just less drama. It's real life with less drama.
Yeah. And I like the fact that they, when they talk, the little bubbles of like a picture, like if they're talking about travel, they're talking about like there'll be like an airplane,
Yeah, you could see an airplane or the
Or like a
beach
cruise
or
ship,
yeah.
or like if
So you
it's
know what
something
they're talking about.
it'll have that like circle with the no, that no symbol, like no airplane, soccer
Yeah,
ball.
yeah.
Like they're talking about sports. I
Yeah.
fucking love this. This game is so much fun. This video
It
is the
is
greatest
fun.
idea ever.
I love building the different houses. Like the house for the kids, I put it up on pillars, so it's only a second story, and put a set of steps up to it, so it's and the whole place is nothing but windows all the way around,
Oh, neat.
so they can see everything. Yeah.
I'm not good at
So
building. I'm good at decorating. I'm not good at building. I'm good at decorating. I'll take a
I
shell.
love building it. I'm trying to
Building, I'm so
play
good
with
at.
different ways to do it, and that's my favorite part. Sometimes I get bored because I haven't built anything in a while, and if my Sims don't have a lot of money, I just start a new game so I can build a new house. So, but these guys I made them rich. Like they were not the kind that bitch when you make them do stuff. So they do everything I told them. So they both have are masters in 6 skills each already. They have 400 and some odd grand in the bank, so both of them are artists. They paint. So I sell their paintings and the house is full of paintings. And so I have successful Sims, but I'll get bored with them soon and delete them.
Yeah, I'm playing the Not So Berry challenge, and I got bored playing that household. And I decided I'm gonna play Johnny over here because I used to want to be a comedian too. So I'm gonna play him and see and help him realize his dream of being a comedian.
There you go.
This poor guy.
The parent predicament sucks because the kids don't want to do their homework and they're failing in school, and you have to rein them in and keep track of them and make them do their homework and be successful and shit.
Like one of the scenarios where when you log on and there's you can click on the. Oh, okay.
Yeah, why do I want to do some? I get that every day. That doesn't seem like something I want to encounter in a video game.
Yeah, but you're being a parent there, though. It's not. You're not being a teacher. It's different.
Yeah, you just get 2 or 3 people that don't do it, not 30.
See, it's easier. You should be happy about that.
Yeah.
You're not making a case for yourself here, Porpoise.
Porpoise, you know what? If they don't do their homework, you can put them in a pool, take the ladder out.
Yeah.
That's so fucked up. God damn
When
it,
it comes
Marty.
down to
wouldn't
it,
even think of
I'm
trying
not the one
something
that
like
has to worry about their grades, and at the level I'm at, it's like it's their choice to fail. They're making the wrong choice, but they're going to pay for it.
I hated school. I had the worst time in school, like ever.
Well, but some of these classes are structured so that you can't fail as long as you do the work.
Yeah.
Like you can't get anything below a C, and they still don't do the work.
Yeah. I was kind of like that in school, though. I just wasn't interested in any of it. I got interested for a short time in senior English because we were going over like Shakespeare and stuff like that. I found that interesting.
I like doing Shakespeare in English. That was fun.
Yeah, we got to. She'd say, "Who wants to read?" And I was always like, "Ooh, me!" I always wanted to read it out loud, and everybody liked like I read it well, and I didn't stumble over my words or anything, so nobody complained, and nobody else wanted to read, so it worked out good.
Nice.
I read like probably
I did-
3/4 of the time.
I did a bad thing in my English class once. 8th grade English, we're reading Great Expectations. And the teacher was not really interested in teaching. So what she had is everybody sitting there in class and open the book. And, first person reads a paragraph, then the next person reads a paragraph, then the next, just that kind of bullshit.
Yeah.
You do get to see how badly some people read. But I would end up not reading the paragraph and just making something up.
Well,
and it would get sometimes a little nasty. This is the 60s, so it didn't get that nasty, but for the time, it was
Right.
very nasty.
That's funny. Just make shit up. Teacher's not paying attention.
Oh no, she was paying attention. So, wait a minute, it doesn't say that. It doesn't say that. Well, mine does.
I still have my copy of Hamlet from my senior year. I just took it. I just never gave it back.
Well, she threatened to fail me in class if I did that anymore. So it was really hard to explain to my parents why I failed.
Yeah, I bet. That'd do it. That would do it. Yeah, but besides that, like, I liked geometry for a little bit, and then I got bored with it. And I usually liked any kind of biology, science stuff, so that was okay, But yeah, for the most part, I just found everything boring. I wasn't interested in any of it, and I just couldn't make myself be interested in it. I can't do that.
School was hard for me. I had a real hard time. Because the ADHD.
I'm not good at. I'm sorry.
I said my ADHD went unchecked because my parents just didn't realize that I had it, so they just didn't know.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
Yeah, well, back when I was in school, they didn't even know it existed, so they were just beating my ass. I got my ass beat all the time.
Damn.
Nobody knew what was going on. And then I get out of high school, and all of a sudden they're like, "Oh, look at all these discoveries." And I'm like, "Oh, how come I didn't know that shit?" My life would have been better. So like then there's my son who goes into high school, and because he's ADHD, they're letting him listen to music while he's taking a test so he doesn't get distracted and he focuses on, like, why didn't they do that for me? Every little pencil drop. I forgot. That was it. I don't even know where I am. What was I thinking? I have no idea now. That was me. And if I could have listened to music during a test, oh my God, I probably would have done way better.
Because the music is local right here instead of everything else turning your attention that way. Like,
right. And it blocked off all the outside noise. So you just, like, I would just turn on like some Andre Bocelli. It doesn't matter if I can understand the words or not. That would just distract me more. I like listening to Italian. I think it's beautiful, and I don't understand it. So it doesn't distract me from doing stuff.
I love opera.
Like run numbers in my head and think about stuff and everything that I like to do all the time. And it doesn't bother me. So, yeah, Andre Bocelli is one of my main I know I want to relax and forget about everything. Andre Bocelli.
Yeah, I love him. I'm a big fan
Yeah.
of opera, pretty much in general. Yeah, I had a desk job in Jersey. I worked at a doctor's office, and after like getting in trouble enough to the point where like I would be in tears almost every day because I would like transpose a number backwards or like spell a name wrong because I worked in had to make labels for the charts, and my boss was such a fucking bitch about it. She was like, instead of just fixing it, she would have to call me out for it all the time. I'm like, just fucking fix it. How about we be a team and you're the office manager? Just fucking fix the label. How about that? So I went to one of the it was a gastro office. I went to one of the doctors. I was like, Doc, do you know anybody that like treats or tests or anything for ADHD? Because I can't keep doing this anymore. Like I'm on the verge of like a nervous breakdown. So he goes, yeah,
It's stressful. I get it.
it's stressful. Yeah. And he goes, yeah, go to this office up in somewhere in North Jersey, not crazy far, but all right. She talks to me she asked me to draw a clock with like, I forget what time she wanted me to put. And as I'm trying to draw this clock, she's talking to me and she's like, so how about those Mets or whatever she's talking about? And I'm like, yeah. Okay. What am I drawing? She's in there less than 2 minutes and she goes, you have ADHD. Here's Adderall. Go to this man who's a therapist, see what other learning disabilities you have. And she goes, were you always in remedial math when you were a kid? I was like, yes. And she goes, okay, you might have a math thing. Go talk to this guy. And this guy became my therapist. But when I was at that job, I wanted like one of the accommodations to be able to have this is iPod days, to be able to have my iPod in because they had a radio on, but the radio was behind me over there. So if I wanted to listen to music, I'm going like this to listen to music instead of doing what I'm doing right here. Well, they vetoed it, so that wasn't helpful. And when I was a kid, all I wanted to do was sit in my room, and if I was able to listen to music and just sit on my bed and do my homework comfortably, it would have been so much easier. But my dad insisted, not all the time, but whenever he got a hair across his ass, he insisted that I sit at the kitchen and sit like both feet on the floor, sit perfectly straight up and down, and do my homework that way. Yeah, that was really effective.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
Long story short, it didn't work. So, and here we are today.
That's the part of the if it's creative enough torture that it will teach the kid how to learn everything. Philosophy.
Yeah,
right.
It was wildly effective, and it was very, very helpful. And my dad was a very, very smart man for making me do it like that. Hence, catch the sarcasm in there.
Yeah. No, I get it. I've struggled with that my whole life, and what the girl at work that's training me. So there's the office manager, and then there's the front desk lady, and I'm like the administrative assistant person. I don't know, whatever.
Nice.
So I'm like third in line, right, for any kind of power. Well, fourth if you count the owner.
I was actually
So-
computer.
Well,
sorry,
why
go
is
ahead.
everybody starting to talk and I'm still talking?
Just the sound.
I think there's a
Can
slight.
people hear me?
Yeah, I can
Oh.
hear you.
Okay, thank you. So anyways, every time I do something wrong, she goes back through what stuff I do, she finds issues, and then she brings it to me and goes, here, correct this. And I'm like, okay. So instead of getting offended, I just decided that if they want to pay me to do what she could have already done, then I'll stop and do this one little simple task that I missed. Like, I don't care. It's still one of the easiest jobs I've ever had. I'm really trying hard to stay positive and not get irritated.
I like doing paperwork. I loved my office job at the gastro. I like doing paperwork. I like having to put things in folders and organize shit. Because I have a little bit of OCD, not crazy, but a little bit. So I like things organized. I actually got hired for a doctor's office right on the spot by going like, can I organize your desk? And the doctor goes, when can you start? I was like,
and that's my thing. I'm really good at that, Marty.
yes.
I'm really good at it because I'm OCD and it has to be perfect.
Yes.
So like I wrap cords and straighten things, and things have to be with things. Like the laminate sheets can't be over here and then the laminate machine's over here. Who does that?
Yeah, right.
You put things together, right? And I'm really good at it. And then one of the therapists at work said, that's what you should do. Just make a business out of organizing other people's businesses for them. And I went, that's not a bad idea.
Being a professional
And this was just
organizer-
on Friday. I said, that's not a bad idea, Melanie. And I wrote down business, organize other businesses. and
That's
so
a
I
thing.
would forget about it.
Organizer is a thing. Like that's totally
Yeah.
a thing. I would
Yeah.
totally fucking kick ass at that job. Maybe I should look into doing
I would
that.
too. Like, you have a new office space, you don't know how to organize it. Your business is growing. Let me help.
Here's
Yeah.
my neuropsychological exam, so you know that I know what I'm doing.
Well, I've told my old boss, all of my bosses, I've said, well, it would be smart to hire me because I'm a what did I say? ADHD multitasking king, and they hired me. They were like, "Oh, you're ADHD?
Great. So when can you
Serious?
start?
They know. People are starting to realize, like, ADHD people just do.
Yeah. Just catching on the train now. Fuck.
Why is that happening to me?
It's like I've been like this my whole fucking life, and you're just catching on now that it's awesome. Thanks.
Yeah, I have superpowers, bitch. You should use it. That's what I tell them.
Yeah, right.
Basically, use my superpowers to your advantage.
What's out there?
Isn't that what a manager is? Oh man, I missed when you said that. I'm sorry. Isn't that
No,
what
a manager is
I don't know.
not about organizing things necessarily. A manager's about
Getting a paycheck.
No, they're making sure the numbers are good and everybody's doing their jobs properly and shows up for work and shit. That's what the manager does.
Yes.
Professional organizer. No, you would think so, but no, that's not always the case.
It is the thing, though. I would totally do that. I would do the fuck out of that.
Yeah, I prefer to fly solo myself, my friend. Trust me.
Yeah, because people get on my
I'm
nerves.
a minimalist.
Yeah, people
I'm the
get on my
same way.
nerves.
Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of things that would be better if they didn't involve so many people. Like riding the bus,
Or I was just going to say, like, everyday life.
going outdoors.
Yeah. Oh God, who wants to go out there? There's a bunch of people out there.
I know. Why are you going
I'm
all
not
the way
interested
around?
in it. Oh, we lost to Jenny.
Why are you going
No, Jenny, come back.
all-
It just clicked. Marty got it. Yay!
I got it.
Jenny, come back. Let's put Mage
I'm
back in
back, I'm
the
back.
corner.
I should make some popcorn.
Yeah, I
Think
would
about how
too.
popcorn later.
Or the other option, Jason, it either has to be perfectly by spectrum or it has to be just a mess in a jar. I'm okay with the mess in the jar, but you can't have it half organized. It's either all the way or not at all. You know what I
My
mean?
colored pencils are still in their regular containers, so I don't. They're like it's like a round tube container, so I can't really organize that. But I have organized my colored pencils to like the spectrum. Yeah, like the greens, and then into the blues, and then into the
Yeah.
thing.
That's how
Yeah.
they should be organized. That's how I do it if I have them like in the Crayola box where you can organize them. I organize them like that.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't want to search for that one color of green unless I have to. It matters. You got to shade the grass. No, son.
I love
you don't
coloring.
need anything.
Coloring
Get
is
me
so much
Ellen.
fun.
What's that?
I said I love coloring. Coloring is so much fun. I have like 25.
I know
colors.
it is.
Most
When
of
I
them
was
are
in
Halloween.
when I was in that intensive outpatient therapy, they let us color sometimes. It was great.
Nice.
Or while we were talking, we were allowed to color if we wanted to, or draw or whatever, just to keep our hands busy. So I was always coloring something.
I love coloring.
They told us to draw ourselves like a tree, like if we were a tree, and everybody else drew a tree, and I drew myself with roots and limbs.
That's pretty cool.
And they were like, "Oh, no,
Huh.
I don't think anybody's really done that before." I was
Well,
like,
that's
"You
a
said
good
draw
day.
me as a tree.
Mhm.
I'm still holding my identity. I'm still me. I just have tree limbs." And so she just kind of looked at me and said, "That's interesting, actually." Of course, they're
Huh.
all like, psychotherapy people, right? So
Johnny
she's like,
started a
"Huh,
fire. Oh no!
what?
Johnny started a fire.
Johnny? What are you talking about?
Oh, you're
no,
Sam.
not Johnny Zest. Were you letting him cook alone?
It's Thanksgiving. He was going to cook a grand meal for Thanksgiving. He's making
No,
a ham.
what you do is here's a trick. Here's the Sims trick. When they're first starting out cooking, until they get to level 4 or 5,
Salads.
You put a grill outside. Don't have a stove. Make them cook outside. They can only burn up the grill that way, and there's a better chance of them living through it.
Oh, where the fuck's the fire department? I have a fire alarm.
Yeah, good luck. They get there after the person's dead every time. There's such a lag.
Don't die, Johnny. Don't die. Put out the extinguish the fire. Don't just stand there, dumbass. Are
Tell
you
him to
stuck?
extinguish himself.
Just rename him Kenny.
He's not on fire.
You killed Kenny. Oh, he's not on fire. It's just the house. Okay.
Oh my god, I made him a plant sim. How the fuck
What?
did I make a plant sim?
You did what to Johnny? What?
I
What
made
kind
him
of mod do you have?
I don't have any mods on. Make into plant. No, I didn't want to make him into plant sim. Reset object. That's what I wanted to do because he was just fucking standing there. Oh my god! I just fucked up Johnny's zest whole life.
You can turn somebody into a plant.
Yeah, plant sim.
Apparently Marty can.
Yeah.
Would that be the Greek god mod?
No, you can just plant sims are a thing. Plant sims, vampires, witches. They don't have fairies yet.
Are you sure they don't have fairies yet?
Not yet. No, there's a mod
Okay.
Well, I mean, they have at least 3 out of 5 creatures from the world of darkness.
Yeah, there's werewolves. The werewolves were a whole separate pack.
Yeah, but do you get to choose what kind of plant, like a daisy versus a rhododendron?
No, but I can be
Snapdragon.
slain by the vicious killer rabbit.
So weird.
That's so trite.
Plant sim. I don't want to be a plant sim.
Brainless said you should stream you playing The Sims, Marty. I would if my computer could handle it, but it can't.
I was thinking about making a gaming channel anyhow. Be Johnny. I am Johnny.
Bert.
What's wrong with being a plant? Well, I don't put.
He's supposed to be a comedian, not a part of the wildlife.
He can still be a comic. He still has his job.
Does he still have his job even though he's a plant?
Yeah, he still has his job. Yeah, plant sim's got to work too, man. I don't know.
I bet you there's a potion somewhere to turn him back.
There probably is, and I just don't know how
You
to.
should check your potions under his
In my inventory.
Yeah, no, in his rewards.
Oh yeah, where are the rewards?
Where
They're
you
in-
can or the where you get the simoleons and you can buy potions and shit. I checked there.
We're a comedian. We
He's-
don't have no money.
Von Rick, he is becoming Johnny Appleseed instead of Johnny Zest.
Sets place on fire, then gets turned into a plant.
We don't have
It's
money for
okay,
that.
Fern. We love you. We love
No
plants. It's
offense.
okay.
No sad face. I'm sorry, Fern.
After he takes a
We
shower,
love
is
plants. They help
zestfully
us
clean?
breathe.
Now let's try
I'm
that
sorry,
again,
Porpoise.
Johnny. Don't fucking fuck it up this time.
Would you say Porpoise? I ran over you. I'm sorry.
After he takes a shower, is he zestfully clean?
Yes.
Only if he does the thing with the towel. Have to do the thing with the towel.
Yeah.
The ass wiggle. Yeah.
Yes. I remember that. I remember those commercials. Yeah, I've been thinking about making a gaming channel for this type of situation.
Has anybody ever noticed that women don't use lava hand soap?
I kind of did. My dad used to work in a factory. We had some in the house.
Yeah.
Did a
We
little
always
bit.
had orange pumice.
Well,
I'm
that's
just
because
teasing. I'm just teasing. Relax.
I'm sure
relax.
some of them
No,
do.
I know.
It's just-
I'm just saying my dad worked at a factory, so we had some of that. We had that soap sometimes in the house.
We had a farm and we all used that shit.
I just find it gritty.
Mom would buy the tub of the orange stuff. Well, Jenny knows the
It's
orange
supposed to
pumice.
be pork.
I know it's supposed to be.
You know,
also don't like
people
doing the
use all these
papers that
all
use
these soaps, for getting their hands clean, like when they're greasy and shit. What you do in the summer, and you can keep it all winter, you dig yourself up a shovel of good garden soil, okay, and keep it loose. You don't want to get it packed and stuff like that, and just go rub your hands in that for a little bit, and they get absolutely spotless clean.
Oh, it'll take all the oil off dry soil.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
Oh, it'll suck it right off your hands.
And then
As long
you're
as
not
it's dry.
then you're not putting a bunch of shit down the sewer from
Yeah.
your hands or the caustic soap.
Yeah, we just used orange pumice, which isn't. It's got a little degreaser in it, but it's mostly just the pumice part that wins.
That sounds
Matter of
familiar.
fact, I don't think it's that good for oil. It's good for grease and it's good for grime, but it's not that great for oil. It will not take all the oil off your hands.
What happened? Why is it not Thanksgiving again? I'm gonna restart Johnny's
So-
life. This poor guy. Go to Managed Worlds. God save. Just
Well-
go to Managed Worlds.
At least she's
In
not
nerd-
doing the sultry
in
Baldur's Gate 3 speed run.
At least what?
Baldur's Gate 3 has a sultry speed run.
Oh yeah, where you just screw everybody, or
Yeah, the whole point. Yeah, I guess there are different variations of it, but see how
Alright.
long it takes to have sex with everyone.
I didn't save, so Johnny's doing okay.
It takes a while to have sex with everybody in The Sims. There's a lot of people wandering
A
around.
lot of people,
And you can't just. You can rarely just hop into bed with somebody. Sometimes you can flirt with somebody. If they're real flirty back, you can say, "Hey, you want to just be sex partners?" And then they will jump into bed with you faster.
yes,
But you really have to work at it if you want to like fuck somebody on a daily basis.
yeah.
Baldur's Gate only has like 5 or 6 main characters, so
You can be
Oh.
movie partners.
Well, wouldn't take you long to get around the block then. Hell, go to Skyrim. You could probably get laid everywhere there if that was part of the game.
Hell, in Dungeons and
Get out of
Dragons,
there. What are you doing?
my character gets laid pretty much everywhere I go.
it is in Fallout 4.
Can't play
Did you
Fallout
take the
4.
prostitute class?
First person makes me sick. Which sucks, because I would play the shit out of it if I could.
Oh, I don't like first person. It hurts my eyes.
It makes me simulated motion makes me sick. Real motion is fine because I know I'm moving with the real boat or car.
Yeah.
But simulated motion, because my eyes will see movement, but my brain knows we're sitting.
Okay,
So it's a massive disconnect. It makes me feel like balls.
reduce the screen
Yeah.
size. And 2, in Fallout, you can actually change it to third person view.
Oh, then I would play it in third person.
Yeah, I tend to prefer the over the shoulder perspective with that rather than
Snowflakes.
Oh, you can be promiscuous as a plant sim. Thank you for the tip.
No. God, he's gonna drive me nuts.
I know I paused this, so why is everybody fucking, or we're not going to work, or food's rotten on the floor? We're like 4 hours late for work.
We are.
Marty's
back
playing
for-
Sims.
What the fuck is this bullshit? Our kid is hungry. Jesus Christ. I know I paused this game. Get off your ass and fucking cook for the kid. For the love of God.
As most ferns do, Fern.
Oh, wait, it's Thanksgiving today, so why are we even going to work? Sorry. Yeah, I need to make a gaming channel.
Oh, I would love it to be Thanksgiving right now. I could use some good food.
Oh.
Doesn't do me any good.
Which here is defined as like name brand sliced turkey in the package, as opposed to just generic.
I've got this it's like a baked bean paste, but it's got black beans mixed into it with onion, and I'm pretty sure there's some other spices mixed into it as well, but I'm not sure what.
See, black bean paste on wheat bread with peanut butter. That's
Oh,
living, baby.
yeah.
Well, no, the black beans aren't in a paste. It's a baked bean paste, but with black beans mixed into it.
Okay, I can accept that.
That sounds like an excuse to eat things. Yeah, I've been eating a lot of
Celebrate.
snacks lately.
I'll just take some poached eggs. That's fine.
I'd go for waffles right now.
I have some waffles.
I like waffles.
Waffles are
What?
delicious if they're done right.
I won't eat waffles.
You don't like them?
Oh my God.
Waffles? Are you kidding? Why would I want to eat those? They're
long as
awful.
you're not blue.
Waffles?
Oh.
No, the food waffles, not the internet waffles.
Ooh. Thunder boomies.
Yep, the eclipse is tomorrow, folks.
We got thunder boomies.
Yeah, we've had
Everybody
some
get
here.
your Rapture supplies out and get ready. I'll be at work getting bitched at by a little 5'1" Hispanic chick who keeps getting mad at me. Because I'm ADD.
Find out what she likes to drink and bring her a 6-pack.
I did one better. I was at the dispensary and they said, "Hey man, before you leave, scan that that QR code. Leave us a review on Google, and we'll give you a pre-rolled 3.5 gram pre-roll for 1 penny." I got the strongest one they have. It's like 28% THC.
Felt like what my
So I'm gonna give her that, and she can take it home and smoke it with her man.
felt like what my grandfather did with a garbage man. He took a bottle of like wine or something, put it up in the garbage along with him to give it to him. You could take it. They'll take anything from him. I mean, you've killed somebody, you put a body out there, they'll have taken it for him.
I have all my machetes out, gonna grease the stairs and wait for Jesus. I used to think I was
Fern, that's
ADHD.
not
Turns out my
nice.
girlfriend was just boring. Fern.
That sounds like the Wayne's World line. It's like I thought I had mono once for an entire year. Turns out I was just really bored.
That's fucking hilarious right there. Yeah, I have that problem too. Honestly, I don't think I'm good in long-term relationships because I think I get bored. I get bored fast. I really do. And then I start destroying the relationship. And then I'm like, oh, I think I want out of this in my subconscious. Yeah, I'm good. I'll just stay inside. Watch the weird colored streets out the window.
ABC and some other sources are going to be broadcasting it live, so you can see it. You know, they start, I think, at like 1 o'clock Eastern, and they take it all the way through.
Don't really see the point of broadcasting on ABC if it's going to be clear enough here.
Oh well, yeah, of course, but it's not going to be clear enough here or close enough here, so that would be fun to watch.
I might have to do that.
Happiness doesn't stop at my front door.
Beck, what's up, brother? Yeah, but you know what, Jason? That doesn't do you any good either because I'm all about like being kind and giving and doing my part and going above and beyond in a relationship. I do all that stuff. I still end up with some fucking crazy chick. It doesn't matter, bro.
Hey, Majestic, if you got
matter.
married to Beck, would you then be Majestic Beck? Or would he be Beck? I guess it would be Beck.
Or it would be his first name and my last name. I ain't the bitch around here.
Oh yeah, no. There's all sorts of different permutations on that.
Yeah, you know, I'm not like. Don't get me wrong. I'm not ace or anything. I'm just getting to the point I don't give a fuck anymore. It's just really the drama and the expense and the heartache and the time and the patience and everything. I have to work so hard to try to be as good as I can in a relationship because I know I have mental fucking shit that fucks me up and I know it affects other people. So I bust my ass, I bend over backwards, and then I help them get better, and then they leave me. And then they're like, "Oh, I have a boyfriend."
Leave Beck alone that way, relationship wise. I'm the one who needs to have the relationship and get laid, not Beck.
Yeah, not me. I'm better. I'm just better doing it myself, anyways. To be honest.
Yeah, sex is overrated.
Nobody can really do it right. So
I gotta share this with you guys. Mage, you might be able to go out and find it while you're there and while I'm talking, and people will find out what it's about. I watched the final four or the final game of the NCAA women's, which, by the way, is South Carolina won over Iowa, which is kind of sad, but they deserve it. They're a damn good team. Anyway, the trophy. If you want to play with the oh gosh, how would we say that? The abstract interpretation of the trophy. It's pretty much just a labia and a clitoris. You gotta see it.
Oh, Jenny.
Well, it is. I just broke out laughing and had to change the channel. It was too funny.
Speaking of the whole thing, one of the universities here got into the NIT tournament, made it all the way to the last game, and then lost by 2 points on the final game.
Oh, that's always so tough. I'm not a sports junkie. In fact, I'm surprised that I watched the women's basketball because I am not a basketball fan. But geez, you got to feel for the people who come in second. And it's they tried just as hard. They had just as good of a season, and that's why they're in the championship. And then they all have to go home and, oh man, we didn't do it. We thought for sure we'd do it, and it's just tough to take.
Well, I didn't care for the most part, but it's like, it's not one of the universities that will normally get into like the top March Madness. They nearly made it, but they were turned down. They got invited into the NIT and tournament instead.
Right. Something like that.
I mean, the thing I'm most pleased about it means that I won't have to hear about it unless they do it again next year. So
NCAA's trophy, it looks like a clitoris to you?
No, it looks like it depends how you want to interpret it. Either a labia and vagina with a clitoris, or just a labia with a clitoris.
I must be looking at the wrong trophy then.
Well, show what you got. I'll tell you if it's the one I'm thinking of. It's just this big, long slot on the bottom and a big dot on top. It's kind of hard not to see that.
That's what you're seeing. Okay. I guess. Mm-hmm.
This is me trying to talk about sports with people. They sports hard.
I'm just hoping Mage the Genius can dig up a pic and show us. Here we go. Yep, that's it. That's not the first place one, but that is one of them. The first place actually was all natural wood.
This is the 2023 one, apparently.
Oh, it is? Okay.
For sports, I generally think of like this Garfunkel and Oates song.
Now, and we're talking abstract here, but isn't that what it looks like? It's a women's tournament. It's not the men's tournament. Doesn't look like that one.
I don't know.
Well, if I was,
I haven't seen one in so long, Jenny. I forgot. And once again, me trying to talk to friends about sports. Go sports, go.
Sports, go sports.
Okay, chat. Am I crazy, or is there some abstract similarity? Remember, abstract is the key word here. I know it's not literal.
Well, yeah, it is abstract. Yeah. No, I can agree with the abstract. Absolutely.
My hockey team sucks, and we're not going to make the playoffs, so I don't give a fuck right now.
I could also see it as a tombstone too. So,
Marty, who's your team?
The Devils. I'm from Jersey. I live in Georgia, but I'm from Jersey.
Across the street from where I work, there's an old lady that lives there, and she has in her window facing out New Jersey Sun Devils.
The Sun Devils. I don't know what the Sun Devils.
And I'm in New Mexico. Yeah.
The New Jersey Sun
Not
Devils?
something. New Jersey. I think isn't it Sun Devils?
No, just the Devils.
Oh, New Jersey Devils. Okay, whatever it is.
Like
something
the
Jersey something Devils. Okay.
Like the Jersey Devil. You ever hear that cryptid?
Yeah, the thing
Yeah.
that it was created only for the X-Files and people started to believe in.
The what?
The New Jersey Devil was created exclusively for the X-Files.
No, that was way before.
No.
Nope.
Yeah, I'm from New Jersey.
People made that up after. It was created for the X-Files.
No, it wasn't. I
No.
remember hearing about it when I was a kid. I wrote a book report about it in 6th grade, way before the X-Files. I'm from New Jersey. I've been in the Pine Barrens. I can tell you that the Jersey Devil way outdates the X-Files.
Okay, hold on.
I wrote a
We're gonna
nasty.
Figure this out right now.
I wrote a nasty letter today to a legislator about women's issues.
Did
And
you?
he was-
Good.
Yeah, he looked. I'm not sure of his age, but he certainly looked boomer type, or if not, he was pretty close. And he's making this proposal about banning abortion or some typical Republican bullshit to control women. And I just couldn't take it anymore, especially because he's from Wisconsin. And I just told him how he's embarrassing Wisconsin, and then I said, you couldn't even find a clitoris, you know? What do you think you are, legislating women's sexuality? You can't even spell sexuality, mister.
Here, I found it.
Thank you.
Blah, blah,
You want to share
1938.
it?
1909 was
Oh, I
the first
saw that.
sightings.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think.
Yeah, they're way
1909.
I was
Yeah,
in
it was-
6th grade and I wrote a book report about it.
What are you guys saying over here?
Oh, and there's one
Yeah,
person
they
who finally
tried-
claimed it in 1820.
Yeah.
From New Jersey. I like you anyway, Marty. That's what Fern said.
Don't hate.
Marty, since you're from Jersey, do you glow in the dark?
Do I glow in the dark?
Yeah.
No.
You
What?
found articles from
I
the
heard that that's
1700s?
That's something that happens to people from all the
Hmm.
chemical plants and stuff.
We're called the Garden State.
Well-
What are you talking about?
There was the
I call it
legend.
the garbage state.
The legend.
Garden State.
The legend of it being born in the 1700s is. I don't know if that's the actual origin of the first sightings, though.
Yeah, 6th grade. We had to write
Right.
a report about. I think we were able to just pick whatever we wanted to write about, and we used to go four wheeling in the Pine Barrens. My dad had a Jeep, like an old North Jersey is actually Central Jersey, where like Colts Neck and all like the farms and shit. That's where it's nice. North Jersey, you get closer to like the city. And Hoboken, there's a lot of cool places in Hoboken. So we had to write a book
Yeah,
report
I am right about that.
on
Yeah, but your claim, Jersey's claim to fame is Snooki.
no, it's not. Tomatoes and corn. Jersey tomatoes, that's the best tomato you're gonna have.
My mom's from Jersey, Lavalette.
Oh yeah, that's up north, I think.
I was saddened when I found out that Bruce Dean was from Jersey.
That who was from Jersey?
Bruce.
Springsteen.
Oh, I never.
Why would you be sad about that?
Well, you need more word than Bruce? Come on.
I don't
Jeez.
know. I never got into Bruce Springsteen. I never really got into his music.
Oh, wow. That's sad.
It's not like a prerequisite to. But you do have to see all of the Silent Bob movies, the Jersey trilogy. That is a prerequisite for living in Jersey. You do have to see all those.
Never got into Jane Silent Bob.
Silent Bob are fucking hilarious.
Well, the movies, the Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back movie isn't good,
Oh, I love that one. I love all of those.
but they're like amusing side characters in the other ones. Like Clerks, Chasing Amy, Mallrats.
Yeah. Did you see Clerks 3?
No, I haven't even seen Clerks 2.
Oh, God.
I didn't
Clerks.
even know there was a 2.
Yeah, the second one was pretty funny. I mean, they're all pretty funny, but to me,
That's it. It just depends on how high you are, Marty.
I saw the second
It's all
Clerks
relative to the amount of pot you smoked before you started watching.
in the movies. I saw it. I had to drag the guy I was dating to the movies because he was like, I don't want to go out. I'm like, yeah, but it's Jay and Silent Bob. And that's how I managed to get him out of the house.
Well, whatever works.
Yeah, you know, because fuck leaving the house. Pillow Pants and
Pants and
Listerine, yes. Pillow Pants and Listerfiend. Okay, I don't know what's going on with my game right now, so we're gonna pause it, and then I'm gonna, I guess.
They're from New Jersey. I'm from New Jersey, they say, and I ask which exit.
Yeah. That's a Jersey like that's how you tease somebody from Jersey, which exit?
Which exit? Yeah. No, but if you stay on the west side of Jersey, it's really nice out there, actually.
Yeah. Where you go
It's
down.
really populated by the water.
Yeah, you go down.
but
Yeah, the shore is great. My
if you're
ultimate
that
dream is to be able to retire in Asbury. That's my ultimate dream.
if you're gonna be that close to Pennsylvania, you might as well go all the way.
I used to be a fan of the Asbury
Okay.
Dukes. Nobody else has heard of that group? Okay, never mind.
The who?
I barely heard you, Jenny. You and Mage
The
talked at the same
the
time.
Asbury Dukes.
No, I've never heard of them.
I mean, I've heard of Asbury, but not the Dukes.
I love Asbury. Asbury is so gay. It's great.
Is it?
Oh yeah, the gays. Oh, when the gays moved into Asbury, because you
Wait,
have
wait, whoa. The gays?
Yeah, the gays moved into. Yeah, you think I'm playing, but I'm being serious. When the gays moved into Asbury, because there's still parts of ghetto Asbury. You have to drive through ghetto Asbury to get to gay Asbury, and you can notice the difference. Like, there's a massive difference between the ghetto part of Asbury and the gay part of Asbury. But it's beautiful. Like, they came in, like, the whole. Yeah, it's the beaches. They clean up the beaches. They set up little shops and restaurants.
Mhm.
It's a whole gay community there. It's fucking fantastic.
Except we usually prefer gay people instead of the gays.
You know what I mean? I'm part of the club too, so I wasn't trying
I know.
to.
I'm just trying to pick on you. That's all.
Yeah, no, but yeah, I mean, it's cleaned up big
I
time.
confirm.
Don't hate.
Don't hate.
No haterade.
She doesn't live there right now anyway, so just where she's from.
Yeah, I miss it though.
Yeah, Pennsylvania is so much better.
Eh.
Mountains.
It's definitely
sure.
cleaner in general
Yeah,
Oil
well,
pollution.
There you are.
because Pennsylvania doesn't have as much
Gettysburg.
industrial shit like that up north. All their shit's down
Poconos.
on the south part of PA.
I miss home. I really do. I haven't been home in like 3 years. I do need to go back. I wanted to go back home for my birthday, but I'm not gonna be able to afford it right now.
Hopefully, I will end up in Oregon and building a tiny home community.
Jason, I can.
I'll fucking go out. Well, that'll be further from New Jersey, but I'll totally live in a tiny home. Those things are dope.
Okay, let me know when you want to go out there. Anybody that gets
Jason,
in on it, if you help with gardening, you get free veggies.
Oh, I suck with plants. I don't keep plants alive; they just die. I can't garden.
You can just
Coveted
weed
black
them. You can just pull weeds.
All right, I'll do that. And water, I can
What,
water
Jenny?
some water.
Can I just do tech support?
Jenny.
The coveted black thumb.
There's
The
no such
coveted
thing
black
as a,
thumb.
there's no such thing as a black thumb. It's just a matter of knowing what you're doing.
But I don't know what I'm doing, so
Well, then go check out my channel.
I can grow
It's
outside.
all right, there's
I
other.
can't-
There's other.
I can't. Never mind.
Oh, damn it. Jenny, say it again.
God, I hate repeating myself.
I know.
Now I don't even remember. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Sorry you got walked on there. I think we all just have different lags and we're running over each other.
Well, a lot of us are autistic too, or ADHD. Can always tell when it's our turn to speak. And that does have to be remembered in these spaces.
Hey, I heard there was a Powerball winner
cool.
last night. Somebody's a new billionaire. which is not
Really?
true.
Needs another
Where's
one.
the ticket sold?
I didn't hear.
Oh, okay.
I'm hoping it was sold just down the street, personally.
At the place I shop at such
Yeah.
and such time yesterday evening.
You know where to get yours next time.
Oh, which Powerball?
It was sold
Which
in Portland,
Powerball did they
Oregon.
win?
Fuck.
I'm sorry. What?
I'm
What?
out $10.
What'd you say, Mage?
Which Powerball did they win?
I heard it was like 1.2, 1.3 billion.
Damn.
You know, which is such a misnomer. They shouldn't be allowed to advertise it as, "Oh, who's the next billionaire?" Nobody. You get, first of all, you only get half of what they say you win because you take it all at once. Secondly, there's taxes after that, which is about another 50%. And so suddenly you end up with let's see, 1.2. That would be 600 million, and half the 300 million. Now that's certainly a lot of money. No one would ever complain about that. But don't call it a billion. That's such bullshit.
300 mil is nothing to sneeze at.
I just want to get a new car. You know, just a used Subaru would be fine.
There's no taxes on winnings in Canada? Fuck, Jenny. Look at that. They tax the shit out of you here, man. It's luxury tax.
They really do.
Gaming tax.
You know, and
whatever.
that's another pisser. A billionaire can go out and make $2 billion in a day and not pay a dime of tax, and you have to pay 50%.
Yep,
Yeah. Fuck those
I
guys.
know. Yeah, I know, right? That's the problem, is everything we do, we are supporting those assholes. And there's no way around it unless we become totally self-sufficient in our own little, like, homestead.
And
Good
even
luck.
still, you have to buy shit in order to start it. For the
Yep.
most part. You have to
Yep.
buy seeds, and you have to buy nails and wood, and you have to buy tools, so you still have to
And
still
they-
have to pay the man in order to start it.
And the rich are
Yep.
not the job makers. We are the job makers, because if the rich produce a product and we don't buy it, then there's no jobs.
Very true.
I could live off of $1 million, Jason. I have minimal expenses. I could just live off the interest off of $1 million, probably.
Yeah, it depends on how much the interest is.
Oh yeah, invest it safe but big, you know. Now, if I won $1 million, I'd fucking end up spending a bunch of it helping people.
I would set myself up, get myself a house, pay it off, decorate it, pay all that off, get a car, pay it off, insure it for like 5 years, maybe help some family out here and there, and then maybe invest some of it and just leave it, just leave it. And then that's all I'll do with that money. Help some folks out, some couple charities, and help out the animals, and then in the LGBT plus kids, and then that's it. Just hold on to the rest.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh.
ma'am. Actually, you sound better.
Since I tripped my trigger unintentionally about labor and capitalism and politics, I have to read you something. This is not the whole quote. The whole quote is far more interesting, but this is an okay section to just use. But try to find the whole thing sometime. Abraham Lincoln: labor is prior to and independent of capital. Capital is only the fruit of labor and could never have existed if labor had not existed. Labor is the superior of capital and deserves much higher the consideration. (1861).
Really?
Yep.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah, it's one of my live by quotes from history.
Yeah, I hear you, Fern, too. I see you. That's interesting. Whew, my mind is going everywhere right now. Slow down.
Here's my other one that I kind of live by, or mostly try to get other people to understand and live by. And it is from Margaret Mead. Never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. Indeed, it is the only thing that ever has. And if you look into it,
that's a fact.
it's pretty damn true. So that's why we encourage everybody to get out and vote. Get out there and protest, because it's that small group that makes the difference, not the motherfucks with all the money. We
Yeah, fuck those
outnumber them.
Yeah, you're right.
Well, I don't know. There are certain people this year I would not encourage to vote. Normally I would, but we don't really need people who think Trump won the election.
Well, yeah, true. But if we put together the what surveys are telling us and all this kind of junk, there are more people who will vote liberal than will vote conservative if it comes down to everybody in the country voting. There are just more of us than them, and that's why they
That's
are
right.
so afraid of us.
Yep. Absolutely right. And by the way, Trump's numbers are dropping weekly. So keep that in mind.
Yeah. I don't know how
He told all of Nikki Haley's people to fuck off, and a bunch of them are voting for Biden. So he just lost a lot of voters. I mean, not enough to, it couldn't win you the race. I mean, alone, but it could be enough to make a difference.
At least 20% into the voters, or half the 20% of the voters would go to Biden, and half are thinking of just staying home.
Yeah, it's pretty much. Yeah, that's it.
And then there, of course, there's our local lunatic, RFK Jr., who's of course just a Republican, or at least a maggot.
Lovely.
Yeah, he is
I
seriously
hate
gone
people.
conspiracy dude. He's into every damn conspiracy out there, except flat Earth.
I mean,
Well, you
why
have to
stop
go
there?
on
Why not go all the way?
No, he's one of
We
those people that
rank
says
voting.
the vaccine will change your DNA, which just can't happen. But
I've
Yeah,
heard
there's
that.
actually Nebraska is actually fighting that right now, Fern, if you look into it. And Nebraska, the Democrats in Nebraska want to make it an actual voting with no electoral college shit.
that would be nice.
Well, we do need to get rid of the Electoral College, which we have for years.
Well, because they're trying to rearrange the Republicans are trying to rearrange Nebraska, and Nebraska keeps saying no, you're not doing that. They're trying to move all the lines around so they can get more votes.
Oh,
Yeah, I
you mean
wish.
gerrymandering.
Yeah, gerrymandering. Thank you. Yes, they're gerrymandering or trying to.
Well, I'm just glad that Wisconsin finally won their gerrymandering lawsuit. There are going to be 4 or 5 brand new districts that will end up being Democrat, which is the way things always were until it was gerrymandered to death.
Poor Jerry
Yep.
knows getting mandared.
Well, Mandarin. I'd like to get mandared once in a while.
It's kind of like the movies where they say shoot at Will. I'm like, what did Will ever do to you?
No, I've actually had. I actually had this idea for a video of taking all the clips where they're saying "fire at will" from Star Trek: Next Generation, and of Will Riker like reacting to it, like what the hell?
Do it.
It would take me a while to get all the clips and everything together, but
Sure, you could do it. That would be funny, especially if you highlight him doing one of the things that were controversial while he was played the character. I don't, like with his relationship with what's her name?
Troy.
Yeah. And so many people thought that was such a horrible, terrible thing. You can.
No.
What, Will Riker banging an alien?
Did they ever say if that character was an alien or was a human from Earth?
What? Diana Troy? She was half Bezos.
Half Beta Z.
Yes.
And there was actually a fan theory that Diana's trans.
Oh.
And besides, even if she were human, it's well known that Will Riker was banging a lot of aliens.
Oh, and in trans news, I have got to share this with you guys. We all know of our lovely Dylan Mulvaney, who was the center of the Bud Light controversy.
Yeah,
Apparently she's musically talented, and she recorded a song while she was on stage and stuff. She has a beautiful voice.
Really?
And is very good at singing. Yeah. And so she sang this song just for them. And there's nothing they can say to her about, oh, you don't pass or anything like that, because she was just absolutely lovely. Her voice is perfect, and she knows what she's doing. Ha ha ha.
Oh my goodness. Yes, I was in someone's chat a couple weeks ago, and they mentioned her, and they were both people from the UK, and the person that would have said something had stepped away from their microphone, and they were talking shit about her. And I told the people I know connected to that person, I will never be over there again. They can fucking suck my dick. And basically they said because she hasn't had surgery that she's not a trans woman.
That's not the way that works.
That's what I said. So,
well,
I'll never hang out at Pip Parrot's stream again.
There's various websites and groups and stuff on this, on Twitter, on TikTok that will allow anybody in, including the most disgusting people that we can think of. Like haters and bigots and Nazis and pedos and all that kind of junk. I don't understand why people give those folks a platform. It just makes me mad.
Yeah, well, that's how I feel about somebody right now. Everybody keeps having her on their channel, and she's a fucking backstabbing fucking bitch.
Who?
Stephanie Helms.
Oh.
Well, I don't know what's going on. Don't need to know.
She took something and blew it totally out of proportion, and then told everybody I was being mean to Arden and acting like transphobic shit and something. I don't know. She's fucking crazy. I'm like, did you forget I'm trans, you dumbass? Anyways.
Well, remember, some of the worst people towards trans people are the medical, what do they call it? Medical freaks.
The transmedicalists.
Yeah. And they're pretty distasteful people, but we cut them slack.
I don't.
You're trans. You can say horrible things. No, we don't cut that.
Does anybody here think I would intentionally hurt someone that's trans?
No, and that's not what I'm saying. I'm just
that's my point, is for someone to put that on me like I would even do that. Apparently, you don't even fucking know me. And you haven't been paying attention for the last 4.5 fucking years.
Well, I don't know what she does or does not know about you, so I can't comment on that.
I don't know. She's got something against me, and she finally fucking got her way, so whatever. I just refuse to be anywhere she's at. I'm not going to promote her, and anybody that promotes her, I will be just fine and happy telling them why they shouldn't. Come ask me. I'm sick of everybody acting like she's the only trans woman with any fucking knowledge around here, which is why I said to Joe, you fuck her, you should get Jenny on.
Really? I'm pretty sure I know more about computers than Stephanie Helms does.
You know more about them than I can't even do fractions.
I'm talking about trans stuff.
I'm just talking about being stupid.
Whatever, you're not stupid. We all know what we know. There's plenty of shit I don't know at all. I don't have a clue about.
Sorry, that was really funny.
Thank you.
I think Yeah, well,
Yeah.
that'll come off as ageist.
Anyways, just be nice to each other. Jesus, it's not hard.
Yeah, people are always ranking on boomers, and they're doing it with me in the room, and they're not even considering. Oh, well, we didn't mean you. Well, duh. Did you say boomer except for Jenny? No, you didn't, did you?
Right? Exactly. Exactly. People start
somebody
talking shit
got
about my
real-
generation. I'm like, fuck off.
Somebody got tired
No,
of
not you.
being labeled boomers, and so they split boomers into two different groups. And it's like pre 1950 and post 1950. Post 1950 being much more rational people who are concerned about the world and others, not just money, which is actually kind of true. That's those of us who remained hippies from our generation can look back and say, why did all of our people in our generation sell out?
Mhm.
Everybody, had the same values, and all of a sudden somebody sold out because they realized, oh, look, with money, then I don't have to have roommates or something like that, and so that became the most important thing, not everyone else.
I wasn't even saying anything about that. I was just saying what I was going to say was coming off as ageist, and it would have.
Oh, no, I wasn't implying that at all. You're
Besides,
fine.
when
I
most
know.
people say boomers, they're actually addressing a subset of Generation X.
What do
Okay.
they call it? They call the second group of boomers on Jonesing or Joneses or Johnsons or something like that.
I don't know.
Because they don't realize, because a lot of people seem to forget that Generation X is between. First of all, the whole generation thing is artificial anyway. But a lot of people seem to forget there's a generation between the baby boomers and the millennials.
There was.
Jenny. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's like when you see it left out in polls, it's like a lot of the responses from the people there. It's either like I think something's missing, or like whatever, which was generally the response Gen X had to a lot of things, but it's like whatever.
I think it's cute how Gen X loves to refer to themselves as, oh well, we're the ones who drank out of a garden hose and would go and play till the lights came, school lights turned on.
No, that's not.
No,
quite,
I hear that all the time.
that's not quite what's being said. They said they were the last generation to do it.
I think my generation was the last generation to do it. I was born in 71. And back then we could do those things. And then by the time I became like 20, you couldn't do that as much anymore. You had to be living in certain areas to let your kids run around till dark, So I don't really know when that ended, but I feel like it was around my time.
I was still allowed to do that.
I can
The
do
earliest
that.
deadly violence that I saw in a school situation was happened in 1973, the year after I got out of high school, and from there it just seemed to mushroom. Not that case caused it or anything, but after that period, it seems that tolerance was lost. And 50, Majestic, I'm 70. Don't insult me.
I think it was in Generation X. I think that was targeted at Beck. So I have not reached 50 yet.
What was targeted at me?
Majestic P. Beck statement.
Bunch of 50-year-old fuckers. Fuck you, bro. Besides, I'm almost 53. I'm almost in the middle of it already. Yeah, I know, Fern. They just use it as a broad statement. They don't even know what the fuck they're saying. They don't even understand the differences because they weren't there. They have no idea what they're saying.
Well, the thing that gripes me about it most is that they're saying, all these boomers are like this. No, the boomers who are like what you hate are the rednecks, the maggots, and the filthy rich motherfuckers who now own the world and the economy. You know, not the regular rank and file boomer, if you will. It's just like it's always been. It's the rich fucks that are fucking everything up, not the regular people.
I do think we may need to start doing fitness tests for some people in Congress, but that's because they don't resign when they should. Like Dianne Feinstein was like clearly suffering from dementia and wouldn't give up her seat.
Yeah, that's a good example. But also the guy who I just talked about earlier, that from Wisconsin, deciding that women's bodies have to be regulated. He did look more than 50, maybe 60, but he shouldn't be. He's got such old ideas. He shouldn't be in there either.
You can be an asshole at any age.
Yeah, and there's lots of them.
I'm training, man. I'm gonna be an asshole. Yet you guys wait. You're gonna be really impressed with my assholeness. I'm working on it.
I don't want to leave people out. I just think it should be like the military. If they're going to be they're going to have jobs in the government after in the Congress or legislator. It's like they need to pass mental fitness tests.
Jeez, it's raining really hard here.
Is it? I'm jealous.
What the fuck is this?
Although it is really nice out. I think it's like fucking 68 and it's sunny and there's a nice light breeze. It's a perfect day. Yes, agreed, Fern. Agreed. If you cannot gestate a fetus, you can't legislate that either. I agree.
And Fern, if you hear anybody ever saying that this kid at 15 weeks can't be aborted because they have a fully formed heart, they do not even close.
They do not.
No.
Okay.
Do you know what's one of the last things to form on a baby? Anybody know?
The brain?
Their lungs.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
They cannot live outside by themselves until they're a certain age. And that's the reason if they don't live until 24 weeks or something like that, their lungs aren't formed enough. They can't live without an umbilical cord attached to them. They are not not a viable human yet.
It's still very touch and go at 24.
Yes, I know. 24 weeks. I had somebody. They were at 24 weeks and 3 days, I believe. It's probably right because I don't forget numbers. And they had twins, and one was 1.8, and the other one was 1.9 something, like right under 2 pounds. And they stayed in incubators for a long time. And then when they were big enough to fit in a car seat, they got to go home. That was the rule. So we got car seats and put the little preemie insert in them. And they finally fit him and they got to go home. And when they went home, the head of the baby would be right here touching my fingers. Now, mind you, this span right here is 6 inches, almost exactly on my hand, right? Head here, feet right here. That was the entire length of those babies when they came home. I just held them like this. Then I'd had their back and their head in my hand. And I don't have big hands. And I just held them like that, and I could walk around with both of them like this. Just little pumpkins.
In Tennessee, they're going to teach kids that an egg is a human. Well, I think that we should have them examine a chicken egg, a duck egg, a turkey egg, a lizard egg.
Yeah, point out which one's human to me.
And tell them which one's not human.
Yeah, because I can't tell.
Well, we can human. It's way different, but you can't.
Well, no, they have thing like that out on, I think it's TikTok or something, Twitter. I don't know. I saw it somewhere, and it's got 6 different ones, and 3 of them, or one of those 3 are human, but I'm not sure which one because they look really similar.
Oh, you're talking about the fetus in the womb.
Yes, like tiny little fetus. Yes.
Oh, like still zygote territory.
Yeah, almost. Yeah, where where they just start forming and they just look like okay, there's start of a head, but their body's still kind of
Yeah.
just like a little blob.
Uh-huh.
That stage, and it's really hard to tell.
This is
And
called
I think they have some
comparative-
chimps or something like that up there with it. So
This is called comparative anatomy, which is why you can look at a horse and you can look at a human and you can compare their bones and what changed and developed through evolution, and you can see that a horse is just a creature that runs on its middle fucker finger
So
in the front. That's their foot.
I know Twitter is not exactly the place for rational discourse right now, but what is this idea that pregnancy is somehow worse for men?
What?
Huh?
fuck off.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking. They're trying to argue that since a guy can't opt out of paying the child support thing, is what it's coming.
Get out of here. That bullshit.
We're running this
So-
by me again. I'm
So
confused.
basically, it's a guy gets a woman pregnant. The woman wants to keep the kid. The guy doesn't want to have anything to do with it. He's still forced to pay child support, so it's worse for the guy. Is what they're arguing.
Then wrap your dick, or here, better yet, get a vasectomy when you're fucking 12, and then have it reversed if you ever decide to have children, because that's what I want them to do. I had one guy go off on me on my channel because I suggested that, and he said, "Well, you're taking bodily autonomy away from my son," and I'm like, "Oh my god, dude, it's way easier to snip that and reverse it than to deal with fucking babies in the streets and shit." Fuck off, man.
Or
you're worried about
instead of
bodily
condom-
autonomy? You're a cis white guy.
Instead of a condom, you could tell them that at the moment of sexual excitement, and that you have to use a vice grip instead.
What?
Clamp. Ain't going nowhere now. Pregnant men suck. No, we know what you mean, Von Wreck. You're not saying anything about trans guys. I know. They should.
really are
I
trying
think they
to-
all should.
But it's harder for a woman to get her tubes tied because a lot
Sorry,
of doctors won't do it because you might want to have kids at some point.
There is actually better choices. There may actually be better choices than a vasectomy as well.
A dick in a box. A dick in a box. You guys know that Saturday Night Live?
Ejaculate
God, that was so
responsibly.
funny.
That was fucking hilarious.
It completely changed my attitude about Justin Timberlake.
Oh, Justin Timberlake's still a fucking shitbag, but that bit was hilarious.
Well, I appreciate any rich guy who can self-depreciate like that.
Oh yeah, I mean, again, it was a good bit, but he treated Britney like ass, and then we wonder why she fucking melted down. Well, because she was being treated like ass.
Well,
I remember when I first started watching Saturday Night Live back in the 90s, and I was watching a commercial and not realizing it was a fake commercial and thought AM Ale was a real product.
You've seen the colon blow or super colon blow commercials, right?
No.
Yes.
Colon blow and super colon blow. You gotta find it.
I gotta say,
That
I gotta
was
say,
so
Beck, I actually
outrageous.
used that joke on myself the other day. I was feeling depressed, and I was like, "Man, I wish my mom just would have swallowed, man. Like, it would have been. I just would have been better off not existing."
I also remember the ambiguously gay duo.
Yes.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was, but basically the stuff it was something that was experimental. Basically, they can inject something into it, they'll block it, so you can't ejaculate, and it lasts like 10 years.
The character on Saturday Night Live that really disturbed me was Pat.
I love It's Pat.
Yeah,
It's Pat. What is
I
Pat?
was just entering and dealing with my transition at that time, and it was just a very upsetting character to have to face.
Oh,
Really?
It was
Very
it was very, very difficult.
Saturday Night Live hasn't been funny since like the 90s. That's the
Oh,
last
it's
time.
some stuff is very funny.
Funny. Are you kidding?
Oh, last time I watched SNL, it stunk.
Kate, what's her name? She's one of the funniest women ever born.
But a
Oh
lot of
yeah,
stuff-
she's
Kate
freaking
McKinnon.
hilarious. That's
A
it,
lot of
McKinnon.
stuff-
There you go.
A lot of Saturday Night Live is hit or miss, though.
Yeah. But I'm talking about like when Jim Brewer was on it, when he was doing Go Boy, Adam Sandler,
I hate Adam Sandler.
all those guys. Yeah, SNL's not great.
Adam Sandler, I despise, but it turns out that people are saying that he's really a very, very good dramatic actor, and the stuff he writes himself is extremely progressive and heartfelt.
I heard that movie Cut Gems or Uncut Gems or whatever it was called. That was a dramatic role. I heard he was fucking fantastic. He got all kinds of great reviews on Rotten Tomatoes, and Rotten Tomatoes hates everything.
Did you guys ever see 50 First Dates?
Yes.
Stuff that the Adam Sandler movies that are good are not good.
He did great in that movie.
Yeah,
Majestic, I agree with you.
I mean, the best thing about Anger Management was Jack Nicholson as the anger management counselor.
Anger Management was hilarious. I really enjoyed that. That was a funny movie.
I guess he was in Hotel
He said
Transylvania.
Sandler and Carrie are annoying.
I don't know. Carrie used to be funny, and then he kind of got weird.
Oh, Jim Carrey was funny as Fire Marshal Bill in Living Color.
All of
That
his,
was
all of his
hilarious.
color were funny.
Weekend Update is always good. That is
Yeah.
one of the best parts.
No, it just
Who's doing it?
They put that on YouTube every week, so I get to see that. I can't receive NBC in my neighborhood. It just does not come through.
can't get.
So, I haven't seen Saturday Night Live in God, what, 8 years now? Shit.
You have Peacock.
I think the best acting I've seen from Jim Carrey was his character in Kick-Ass 2.
He was in Kick-Ass too. I
Yeah.
didn't see the second one.
Oh,
McDonald's Weekend Update was probably one of the best.
Chevy Chase's was better,
Yeah, I'm Chevy Chase, and you're not.
but I mean, Weekend Update is just time is
Yeah,
just you're just not going to get it after the stuff's passed. So
Jim Carrey is responsible for, or carries his share of responsibility for one of his films. I can never remember if Pet Detective or that Cable Guy one, where it would just turn out to be one of the most degrading, disgusting, hate-filled portrayals of a transgender woman as a character that was ever made.
It was Pet Detective, and he went down to investigate the Miami Dolphins.
Yeah.
And they fucking made a big ass joke out of it. And it's funny. It's weird that you say that, because even back then, before I knew shit about trans people, I didn't know any trans people back then. I was like through the whole movie, I'm like, haha. And then at the end, I was like, dude, that's not cool. I was like, that is not cool at all. And I didn't even understand it the way I understand it now. And I knew it wasn't cool, So yeah, I was really disappointed with that movie.
I always wanted to
Cable
see
Guy.
that Eternal Sunshine film. I heard it was really good.
it's
That's what Fern said. I only really like Jim Carrey in Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
you gotta be, if you want a depressing, sad movie. It's like,
Yeah, don't be depressed and go watch that. It'll make it
you
worse.
gotta be thinking about Sunshine and Rainbow watching that movie.
I honestly have never seen it, but that's what I heard.
Oh, it's so good, but it's so like, and like right after I saw it stupidly right after like a really traumatic breakup, and I was like, if that was a real thing, I would totally take that up. Like, so I don't have to think about this person anymore. If I didn't meet them, then I wouldn't be in this pain. But no.
Yeah, for real.
between doing it,
Yeah.
Actually, I have to watch Blade Runner 2049 again all the way through.
I think
Probably after rewatching the original.
I think the saddest movie ever made is What Dreams May Come with Robin Williams.
Oh yeah.
It's the saddest movie ever.
But it has a happy ending.
Well, I don't know if I'd call it the saddest movie ever, but
Everybody died. The dog dies. Everybody dies in that movie.
Well, yeah, but death
Which
isn't
movie?
the end.
yeah,
It's called What
What-
Dreams May Come.
it was a good movie.
Cool. And Cuba Gooding Jr. was pretty good, actually.
Now, if you want to know a sad movie, I personally thought Pearl Harbor was a sad movie, and apparently Trey Parker and Matt Stone agreed.
The one that gets me the most is The Bridge to Terabithia.
Oh
Oh.
God, I read that book
I
when I
meant,
was a kid.
I meant
read
sad
the
as in it was. I meant sad as in terribly bad. But
Oh no, I'm telling the sadness. Like, yeah, I read that book when I was a kid, and that was a rough one.
let's see.
Of Mice and Men. I've never seen a film. I don't know if it was ever made a film, but
It-
I've seen
I'm sure it has.
television. I've seen television broadcasts. Excuse me, but I've seen television broadcasts of the play being done, and that's just a major tearjerker for me. I don't even want to think about it.
I hated that book. I don't like much of what John Steinbeck wrote. It's all depressing.
Well, it was a depressing time. You know, what
First movie that
40% unemployment and the dollar's crashing and people are jumping out of buildings.
first movie that ever made me cry was Mask
That was a good movie.
with Cher and
Eric Stoltz. Eric
Huh?
Stoltz. Eric Stoltz.
yeah, thank you. Stoltz, that's it.
What was the first movie I cried at?
Yeah,
I
that one got me. I watched that in theater. It got me.
I remember crying when going through Rocket's backstory in Guardians of the Galaxy 3, but
They went overboard on cutting back to his past, so they could have condensed that into one scene.
I cried when E.T. went home and didn't stay with Elliot in the movie theaters. I sobbed like I was a little girl, but I sobbed and I said to my dad, "Why didn't he stay with Elliot? Elliot was his friend." Dad's like, "All right."
I started crying 5 minutes into Forrest Gump and didn't stop till it ended.
I can't watch.
Oh,
The
Sam
Crow.
Elliott. Sam Elliott
Yeah.
was with Cher and Eric Stoltz in that movie. That's it.
Yes, he was. He was very, very.
He
good
was
in
the
that
best character in the movie besides the fucking dude, the main guy.
movie. He was good. He was good.
Yeah, he was a good guy.
I mean, it would have been much later, and I know it was after transition, but I can't remember what movie it was.
See, I don't, man. Like they show you those like the kids starving in Africa, and I'm like, yep, they're starving. That's how I know I'm autistic. That's one of the reasons I know I'm autistic. I got nothing. I have to like pretend with friends when they talk about, unless it's something that has happened directly to me, the exact same situation, then I can give them a little sympathy. But if I don't, I just don't feel it. And it's horrible. And I say all the right things, but I'm totally masking. Well, I think it's horrible for other people. I don't know if it's horrible or not. I just know it's not supposed to be like that.
I just have a thing with crying and like in general.
That's what I've been told.
Like
What's
I'll
up,
get
buddy?
sad, but you know.
You came right at the end, man. I'm about to kill this thing.
Logan, maybe.
Guess where you are? I don't know. Where are you, my friend? I have no idea. You're in Houston, Texas. No, San Francisco. I mean, there's a lot of places to guess. You'd at least give us some clues or something.
I'm guessing you're in front of your computer or your cell phone. Possibly a tablet.
You're
So
where I
fake.
live?
I hear all the astronomy kind of professional people are going down to Texas and Mexico to see the eclipse, except it's going to be cloudy.
The stars at night are big and bright. No,
What's
I
that
did treat
from?
Liberty just to annoy Texans.
What's the rest of it? Oh, it's
Deep
Texas.
in
It is brown. It's all around. Deep in the
Almost
ass
to
of
Temple, Texas.
No, make sure not to do 4 claps. Make sure it's 3 or 5, never 4.
Nice. Good for you, Skits. Hope you have a really good fun time. For real. That's awesome.
Hey, Skits, I've been to Temple, Texas. Belton, Temple, Texas. Yes, sirree. 1971.
sirree.
I watched my cousin get married at a shotgun wedding, a legitimate, actual shotgun wedding. Texas.
You're at Spotted Lake, British Columbia, Canada for the eclipse?
No, you won't see it there.
I'm in Buffalo,
2,000
New York
miles
already.
away.
The eclipse came to me. There you go.
Yeah, my condolences, Jason.
Yeah.
Oh, Jason, I'm sorry to hear that. Did your feet rot
Oh,
off
that was
or
your
what?
guess.
I was born in
Big Ben.
Texas.
No, Texas is great as long as you're like a white person. It's a pretty cool place to go, I've heard. Or Austin because it's full of gay people. I don't know how the Texans handle that. And I think it's really funny, too. For any of you who have driven through Texas, raise your hand. Who's driven through Texas? Do you know Texas is full of fucking windmills? And they talk shit about sustainable energy all the time? What the fuck?
You
Where
mean
do
you
you
mean
think
like
most of yours comes from, asshole?
you mean like wind turbines?
Yeah, like the big,
Okay,
huge wind. Yeah, they
Okay,
have
'cause
a
windmill, I
lot
go
of
right out
those.
with when you say windmill, I automatically start thinking Dutch.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm
seri-
sorry. No, yeah,
Seri-
wind turbine. They have wind turbines everywhere, and it's all
Seri-
over the state.
Seriously, I was born in Texas. I was born in El Paso, Texas.
What
Then
what
we
is
moved
the
to
Down
what
in
Florida.
is
El
the
Paso.
what is the Paso then?
Hey, there she
I don't know.
Marty,
Hey, you're late.
Oh God Almighty!
we're
There
just
you
closing
are.
down. You're really late.
Also, that's the wrong
Well-
two.
Your timing is perfect.
No. Yeah, your timing's perfect for leaving.
Here's Maya's stream.
Hey, Blessed, you
Thank
gonna
you,
be
Mage.
raptured?
Can you put in Ember stream for me?
Yeah.
No, this is important.
Okay, so
This is important. Blessed, are you gonna be
Ember
raptured?
stream?
And I want your car.
I'm not sure if I have Ember stuff.
Jenny wants your car. Anyways, everybody head over to Embers if you have time. Otherwise, you have that 30-minute gap between
No, I
me and Maya. Maya's link is right up there. Click on it. Go take a shit, get some food, whatever you need to do. Pack your bowl, smoke the fuck out of it, and go hang out with Maya and Ember
No.
for a little bit.
I don't have Maya's
Is there anything I ha-
stuff.
Yeah,
No,
I
I
think
don't
she
have.
put Maya's
I
in there.
don't have Ember stuff, so.
That's okay. I think everybody's sub to that's in there is sub to Ember anyways. If you aren't, ask somebody for a link. No, let's see if I can get it real quick.
Michael, and I am starting a group. Maybe you would be interested in joining. Give Mexico, give Texas back to Mexico, except it would be the original Texas, which is Texas and Nevada and California and Arizona and New Mexico. All of them once. Just give all back to
I'd love that.
all back to Mexico. It's their problem.
I'm Dom to Ember.
Okay, so here you go, guys. Here's Ember's link. You guys can hang out over there until Maya goes. About the time that Maya starts, Ember stops anyways. That is Ember's link. Oh, thanks, Vonrick. Vonrick's on it. I appreciate you. So, anybody have anything to shill before we go?
My book.
Yes, go buy Marty's book.
Yes.
Oh, what's your book? I haven't heard about this.
I wrote a book of here, I'll post the link in the side chat. I wrote a book, it's
do.
poems about my or in the private chat, poems about my traumatic breakup. And it's on Amazon. I can't
Interesting.
get the link to work for some reason. There we go.
I want to get together with you and talk about that sometime. The Amazon experience.
Oh, I haven't had any issues. Here's my book.
Thank you. Okay, everybody go check out Marty's book. And if you can't buy it or not interested, you send it over to somebody who is.
What's the title?
Okay.
It's called The Idea of You, but you have to look it up, The Idea of You, and with my name Marty O'Malley, because otherwise you won't find it.
Okay.
All right. Well, everybody on the panel, thank you so much for coming by. I appreciate all you guys. everybody in the side chat. You know, I appreciate you coming by and having good conversations. So remember, take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Have some peace in your life. All right, you crazy people. You stay cool. Keep it real. Keep an eye out for each other. Suck in that content you love. Dance like nobody's watching. Go after your passions and enjoy them. I'm out. Peace.